A Niners! Fam, hey, here's the thing. We talk about football tonight, right? Tomorrow night, what we going to do? I'm already looking ahead of that, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't say what the score is going to be in this game. It doesn't matter what the score is going to be. But we can talk about individuals and who do we suspect is going to just kick butt. Wait, what? We need to do tonight first, though. Oh, let me mention right off the bat. Now, I have not done this a long time, but I need to mention again. Listen, guys, we have rules. Even if you're trying to be funny, no ethnic humor, no jokes, nothing to do with anybody's race, color, creed, or anything else. Okay, please, please, please. Because then we have to give you a warning and it gets all, I don't want to do all that. So please, refrain from any ethnic humor, bigotry of any kind. You can't mess with gay people. You can't mess with anybody. Just talk football. Stay out of politics. And then we don't have to go in and say, look, please don't do that. It's embarrassing, okay? Please. No bothering women. I've made that clear. I don't know how many times. I try not to go as far to enforce it. Please, fam, can't we all just get along and talk football? Because actually, we can't get along when we're talking football, so we should keep it down to that anyway. JJ, pass that back. Pass it back, man. Hey, fam, today the headline is training camp, August 12th. Jimmy Garoppolo, of course, as I anticipated. Oh, he's just razor sharp today after embarrassing him and me yesterday. I called him and I said, Jimmy, listen, I really, what was up with yesterday, man? You didn't feel like playing. Just tell coach I don't feel like working out or something like. But don't go out there and make an ass out of yourself. It's embarrassing. And then I got to listen to all the rhetoric and noise. So he came out today, did a good job. Jalen Hurd. You know what, though? Jalen Hurd is the name of the game today, though. J-A-L-E-J-A-L-E-N. Hurd came. Let me get into it. As I say, Jimmy G came back in today's practice fired up to make up for the mess he made in Wednesday's workout, as I expected, and wish he cut it out. Meanwhile, the biggest thing to take from today's workout was how Jalen Hurd put some things on the field that sparked some encouragement. Yes. Because how many of us said, man, we ain't expecting nothing from Jalen Hurd? We said the same thing about D. We ain't expecting nothing from D. And all of a sudden, they're both looking good. Both of them. Jalen's got to do, he's got to do some things, but, he's got to get back into the groove. He's missed out on a couple of years. He's got to get, he's got to evolve and progress. But now it's a work in progress instead of, oh, God, give that up. So that is the biggest thing to take for today. And yes, and tonight we'll go to the phones after going over the notes from Niners beat writers regarding today's last day 13 workout. And, 2 days. 2 days after Coach Shanahan seemed to express frustration with Jalen Hurd's ability to remain on the field, he had to enjoy what he saw from the JH today. Mrs. Hurd's baby boy had his best practice of camp by far and took a major step toward a spot on the 49ers 53-man roster. Why do they keep calling it a 53-man roster? I thought we expanded to 55. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably are. Jalen came into the day with nothing to show for the whole summer. Was just one reception on 11-11 sessions. That will never do. Today he caught 4 passes and looked good doing it. Shanahan said this about the accomplishment. I was impressed. He got some passes and made some plays. He's coming along. Kyle, he's coming along. I don't know about coming along, but he at least made an appearance a little beyond a cameo, too. Unquote. In the 49ers' final full-speed practice before this weekend's exhibition opener, T. Lance completed consecutive passes of 13 and 24 yards to Hurd during a late-game no-huddle situation. God, it's amazing how you can shock players into snapping out of a funk. You pick him up and you hold his feet up to the fire, and all of a sudden he comes up. Ooh. We got Sanu, we got some other, but Jalen Hurd, I see him as being the thoroughbred of the group. If he could just get his big talented butt out there. Coach Shanahan said earlier this week that time was running out on Hurd to prove he belongs on the team's regular season roster. And I know if you're like me, you try not to react, but that scared the bejesus out of me when he said that. I said, man, you know, Hurd's going to get well, go somewhere else, probably over to Seattle, and start helping them kick our butt. Gosh, come on. In fact, Coach walked that back a bit today, saying the stuff I said the other day, and this is a quote, the stuff I said the other day wasn't anything that was a shot at him. That's the reality of injured players, unquote. Okay, Coach. I wonder if you would have said that today if Jalen would have made an appearance. Shanahan said the team is trying to be judicious with the players who are returning from injuries, such as Hurd, because they want to do all they can to prevent another injury. Those are the issues that Coach Shanahan and Hall of Fame GM John Lynch, I like the Hall of Fame, we got Hall of Fame GM, John Lynch will weigh when final cuts are made coming up in a couple of weeks, August 31st. Coach Shanahan went on to say, quote, those are the stressful decisions John and I have because there are guys who really want to help, and you have to be smart with them because they're coming off real serious injuries. But you eventually have to show that you won't get re-injured. That's what's tough, unquote. Yeah, we got so many guys on the Jalen. Oh, he'll be okay. He's going to make it. That is most likely, though, Coach fam, why Hurd will not play this Saturday night's exhibition against the Chiefs. It's just no point, you know. Because if he gets hurt again, it's just like wow, man. I don't know if the team. You know what? The organization would there'd be this. Oh, don't Jalen. Just stay out of the way for a minute, man. Let's get into today's thing so I get to that phone. Niners held the blast of their 13 training camp practices. The team is prepping to host the Chiefs at Levi's this Saturday. Let's go over the notes from today's practice from the Bay Area media sources. Roster moves, of course, before practice, the Niners officially announced the signings of safety Clinton Dix and D lineman Eddie Vanderdoes. Vanderdoes? How do you pronounce that? Vanderdoes. I said Vanderdoes. The team also waived D lineman Davin Bellamy, who, by the way, was really good yesterday in practice. Maybe this guy's even better. I don't know. And placed safety Tony Jefferson with that hamstring that will not heal up on the IR. Did not practice. The names include the regulars and a couple of newbies. Aziz Al-Shar, that knee is still killing him. Nick Bosa took a maintenance day. That's it. That's it for Nick. Just a maintenance day. Calm. Nice. That's just. Samson Ibukum, his leg is still hurting. Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, the concussion that won't go away. Arden Key was a new name, a quad. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Javon Kinlaw took a maintenance day. Kind of worrisome for a guy in his second year, but he did. McCole Pruitt, that calf will not stop hurting. And K'Wan Williams, a hip. And in fact, about K'Wan, Coach said, quote, had some friendly fire when he ran into Greenlaw the other day. Just a sore hip. I think he could have gone today if it was a game or something like that, but nothing to be worried about day to day. Yeah, he's a shark, man. He gets hurt. He gets beat up all the time. He's like WWE. Who's that guy who used to get beat up all the time and then still come? Sean. Remember Sean? Sean. What's Sean's last name? Shawn Michaels. Remember Shawn Michaels, man? Shawn Michaels would get beat up, just beat up for pretty much the majority of the fight, right? All of a sudden, Shawn would stand up, kick the leg on the floor, and he's got the other guy laying on the ropes. Shawn would just come up and put what was that? What do you call that kick of his? Anyway, Shawn laid that side kick into him, and he win the fight. That's K1. You can beat him up, you can knock him down, you can slap him around, but he's still going to come through and beat you. Arden King, same thing. Someone ran into his quad. It's a slight quad contusion, but he almost went out. There today, so nothing too big of a deal. Should be all right the next couple of days and ready for Saturday. Coach Shanahan confirmed that Jalen Hurd, Nick Bosa, and Dee Ford will not play on this Saturday. Don't ask again. You knew that, though. I mean, come on, man. Ain't nobody taking no chance on those three individuals against no raggedy Chiefs. And the QB watch, as everybody loves to watch. In a manufactured scenario, Jimmy G led an impressive 75-yard touchdown drive that had the team down by 4 points. The drive was capped off by a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. I got to work on that. With 3 seconds left on the clock, Jimmy was 7 of 8 today, according to The Athletic. Jimmy's only incompletion came due to an impressive pass breakup from recently signed BW Webb. And I was asking when he came, BW Webb. Who? That was while covering wide receiver Mohamed Sanu. According to KNBR, T. Lance went through the same drill and went 4 of 8, including 2 passes to wide receiver Jalen Hurd. Ow! And a 4th down touchdown pass to tight end Ross Dweller. According to The Athletic, Mrs. Lance's baby boy did imitation of Bad Jimmy, though, today with several poorly thrown balls, including a mistimed toss to Wayne Gallman and a deep overthrow to Jawan Jennings along the right sideline. But, rookie Diamador Lenore nearly made a play on that last one, too, according to KBR. JG finished the practice 16 of 21, passing in an impressive outing, while T. Lance was 11 of 19, according to Bay Area News. And listen, it's practice, okay? This is what you do. You go to practice in order to get better. So if you make a few mistakes here and there, people need to calm down. Lance will be fine. Everybody will be fine. It's no big deal. The news, though, is about Hurd, who was actually very much on the roster bubble, hauling in back-to-back receptions from Lance for 13 and 23 yards gains during 2-minute drills. NBC Bay Area Sports. He had at least 4 catches during practice, KNBR, and made a key block. Oh! See, everybody knows how physical this dude is. Key, not just a block, but a key block in the second level that may help his case to stay on the roster, because Kyle loves him some wide receivers to go block. That's why Richie James, I think, has struggled down through the years. Kyle probably likes the way Richie plays the position of wide receiver, but when it comes time to block, Richie probably gets steamrolled. He's too light in the pants. Shannon said of Hurd, I was impressed. This is a quote. When he got some balls, he made some plays. He's coming along. And River, listen, if you get it, how do you pronounce River's last name? I always want to call him Crackraft, but I heard somebody call him Craycraft. But if you use the rules of English, the vowel, okay, never mind. You know what? Whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce his name. Everybody knows what we're talking about when we say C-R-A-C, R-A-F-T. What is where is that name from? Anyway, RC made the best catch of the day, by the way, going over Dante Johnson. That'll always help you make a great catch. To haul in a 40-yard pass from Lance down the left sideline. Craycraft came away with a 26-yard catch from JG later during practice. Ayuk continues to show why he is WR1. I wonder what Debo's sitting there saying. Yeah, he can be WR1 right now, but everybody know who the man is around here. I don't think they have that kind of issue in the 49ers locker room, though, because they can't be faking all the time in front of us. It must be real. The 49ers don't have no issues. There's no egos. You leave that at the door, and we are a one-team machine. All for one and one for all. One for all and all for one, I'm sorry. I used to be a Musketeer. Anyway, B.A. caught a deep ball from Nate Sudfeld and 3 more from J.G. and Lance. NBC Sports Bay Area noticed that and mentioned it. The defense! The defense didn't have their way with the offense like they normally do today. Fred must have not been out there. D. Lyman and Eddie Yarbrough came away with a couple of would-be sacks, while Contavious Street and Jordan Willis. Fam, Jordan Willis, he's not going to be able to play at the beginning of the season. But I'm telling you right now, I notice every time there's a sack mentioned, it's either him and somebody else, but it's always him. We're not going to see Jordan Willis until what, week 6? Is he got a 6-game suspension? So all of a sudden I was saying, well, we got plenty of people who can just. I mean, I got already Key. we got about a few other guys who can get it done. I mean, I'm talking Ibukum. I got him on the other side. So we got no. Yeah. If he can't do without PEDs, and then he can sit his PED butt down. I got plenty. I don't know. I'm taking that back. Why is he on every sack? Every day. He doesn't miss a day. But they did show they could create pressure on quarterbacks That's according to NBC Sports Bay Area. Jake Hutchinson of KNBR put the spotlight on Diamondor. Oh! Calls D. Lenore's training camp extremely. Oh, that's such a... Oh, my God, that's an extremely hit or miss. Noting that he got burned by Travis Benjamin on a deep pass from Josh Rosen. What I wonder is, did somebody... Now, you know he cannot keep up with Travis. Coach, did you guys set that up so they can make a decision on him? This is going to be a hard team to make for wide cornerbacks to begin with, right? They just picked up Ha-Ha. I can't wait to see him. Well, don't let Ha-Ha make a play. I'm going to just lose it. Ha-Ha. Ha-Ha. I'm going to go Ranchero all the way. Because, see, when you got guys with fun names, it's just fun to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, fam, Jalen Hurd today. The quarterback situation, you can hit on that if you want to. The fact of the matter is, most of us already arranged our wide receiver room, and most of us wanted to put Jalen in there. But I'll give you mine. I already had, of course, the two starters, B.I. Uke and Debo. And then I said Mohamed Sanu makes this team, no doubt about it. I'm leaning towards River. I know what you're saying, but you know what? He looks to me like one of those guys, just one of those determined kids that's just going to make it happen. You know, I'm putting Jalen Hurd on the team, but he's my sixth guy, all right? Because the fifth guy, I want to put Richie on there because he's got too much experience, and when he goes nuts, you know. But you look at the guy from Arizona, and then you look at Richie, and I say, you know, no. And Lance likes the guy from Arizona. I never lose his name. Anyway, I've got him at number 5 and then Hurd at number 6. So you see, Watkins is doing a good job too. So therefore, Hurd, you're going to put him in a spot where you might be able to put Watkins in. But they got to prove it. They got days. They got weeks. They can do it. Today is too early to make a decision on your wide receiver room. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can make projections, but it's going to be hard. I'm ready to go to the... Oh, let me check out over here. 9 in Boston tonight. Mac looked like... Mac, we made the right pick. I thought he looked good, though. I think... I'm looking at his stats. So as far as what he was doing, he did it well. He had a couple of drops. His receivers, he doesn't have any receivers. Boy, I wanted N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry can't gain no separation. I heard about that. He cannot. There's poor, Max sitting there waiting for the break. He couldn't get a break. He got sacked. Rick E. Ronbo Sports and the San Francisco 49ers still the number 1 franchise in all the land. All the land. Rick, man, don't pump me up. But, thanks, Ricky. Karen Esquivel. Win, lose, or tie. Niners till I die. 49ers faithful. Oh, Karen, I like that. Hashtag on all of it. Jay Nubbs. Watching Ronbo while playing Madden. Vibes. Thanks for the content, Ronbo. Jay Nubbs. Thanks, fam. That is. He puts Bend, Oregon on the map as a go-to destination. Matty! Uh-oh. Doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. D. Ow! See, I got to mess with your name.
What's going on, Ronbo?
I'm getting excited. It's football season. It's here. D. Ooh, this is going to be a game. I'm watching the preseason games tonight. It's just making me crazy. So it's our turn coming up. Oh, yeah. D. Jalen Hurd, and you've been from Missouri. Every time you called in here, you would show me. And Jalen Hurd came out there and showed a taste, at least. And I got to tell you, D, I was in the back seat as we was driving out of Missouri because I said to myself, you know what, Jalen, come on, man. You took a day off the other day and coach wouldn't even tell us what was wrong with you. So that's a bad sign. D, your feelings on today's workout, Jalen Hurd.
I don't care that Jalen Hurd caught a couple of balls. He's not doing anything in the game. This is practice. I'm going to pull Allen Iverson. Practice? You talking about practice?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Look, so he caught a couple of balls in practice.
Oh,
Big whoop. Like, what is that really going to do for us? Does that help us win the game?
no,
Does it help us get to a Super Bowl? Did it help us
no,
in the playoffs? Did it help
no,
us in the regular season?
mm-mm,
Hasn't even helped us in the preseason.
no.
So Jalen Hurd catching a couple of balls
Yeah.
after how many days of training
Oh
camp?
God, it's
Oh,
just
and the fact of OTAs. Yeah. So this means nothing to me.
yeah.
And at the same
It was
time,
like a man standing up and never walked before out of a wheelchair. It was I put it akin to that kind of thing. Oh man.
I look, for some people it was the highlight of their day. For me,
Yeah.
it was like he ain't done nothing. When I see him in a game producing, catching balls where it
Yes.
matters, I will give him credit. Until then, I have nothing to say about Jalen Hurd. The thing
Oh.
that pissed me off was Kyle Shanahan backtracked on his comments earlier today. You
No.
know, go start showing him a little bit of love, and then had the nerve to go and say, "Well, Kendrick Bourne was on the roster bubble because if we had Hurd and Trent Taylor healthy, he wouldn't have made it." So you would have
No.
chose Trent Taylor. You would have chose KB Trent Taylor over KB. Are you serious right now?
But
Come on,
Kendrick had that
Kyle.
happen. Kendrick
Come
had
on,
that
Kyle.
coming though. As bad as he's bad mouth the 49ers from day one. As soon as he
He
got on the
didn't
plane.
badmouth. Look. I'm not even going to say that he badmouthed him. The fact that he said that they work harder over there is not a myth.
Probably
Everybody
not.
knows the Patriot way. Everybody
Oh.
knows how Bill Belichick is. He didn't even want to let people have music at practice for God knows how long until Cam Newton got there.
Mm.
And even Gronk has came out, and Tom Brady, the two prominent people in that organization, and said that Bill is a hard ass. So him saying that he works harder than us, no, that's not a
He
lie,
told
and
the
it's not
truth.
a slight at the 49ers. It's the truth.
And,
So I don't feel offended by that. I felt like
six,
he was just saying
yeah,
what really goes on.
6 Super
But
Bowls.
I don't.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 6 Super Bowls, 9 appearances.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I figure, the guy must know something.
Yeah.
So for me, I wasn't offended by that. But, I mean, the rest of practice was good. But unfortunately, like I said, every now and then Grant Cohn has moments where he speaks the truth. He broke down Jimmy's passing. He didn't do much of anything. Little short passes, little dink and dunk. Little, he had a pass where Brandon Ayuk was standing wide open, didn't hit him. So instead, check down. Like, that's what I'm saying. And there's been too many times where, they basically have literally pulled all the starting defense because they're making them look bad.
And let him go out
And
there
put
and work with
backups
nothing.
there so
Yeah.
put backups there so he can look good and they can advertise that to other teams. That's what you see up on the team website. I mean, it is what it is. The only thing that I want to see is Trey Lance. And from what Kyle said, Jimmy will play one series. Trey Lance will be in there with the backups. Now, the issue for me is going to be he's got to be in there with the backup offensive line. So I'm not
That's
going to
scary.
be able to see the best of Trey Lance.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a half-assed performance because he may eventually have to be running for his life. Because with Tom Compton playing at guard, that's not going to help anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of everybody's the backup. But this is a good evaluation of the backup talent that we have on the O-line. So that's something that we can see. But at the end of the day, I'm just anxious. He said that Trey should play the whole first half. I'm hoping that he does.
Yeah, Steve.
And I want him to go out, be himself, make mistakes, do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, because JG's going to be on the field for like a series or two. Kyle even said that today, and that's it for them.
Yeah, he said a
So,
series. Yeah, he
yeah.
said one series, and then he's going to get him off and then get Trey out there. And I don't mind that. But my thing is, like, people, here's what's going to happen. The 49er fans that don't know how to really be faithful are going to judge Trey Lance off of that performance. And if he makes a mistake, they're going to be like, see, we should have chose this guy at 3. We wasted all that draft capital. No. He hasn't
Get
played
ready.
football in over a year and a half, people, and he's going to have to make mistakes. Do you really think that all these quarterbacks coming to the game and don't have growing pains? Everybody does. It doesn't skip anyone. There's no way that you just come in and you're automatically a winner. There's never been a rookie that has went to the Super Bowl. The history shows that. So for me, I just want Trey to knock the rust off, get out there, feel comfortable. I want to see him in a game when there's live bullets flying at him. I want to see how he moves. And, like I said, I'm going to be, there in person so I get to see it, and I'm happy about that. But, Jalen Hurd's not playing this Saturday. So all of what you did in practice does what for me again? You can't even play in the preseason game. Why? Because they worried about you getting hurt. Why? Because you're injury prone. So all them little balls you caught today don't mean a damn thing to me. I'm the person that is always going to err on the side of caution and say, until I see you producing for this team where it really counts, you mean nothing. And right now, your little caught balls and everybody jumping on the Jalen Hurd bandwagon.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
told you and all this.
Well,
Look,
that's going too far. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
premeditated. The dude he hasn't even gotten on the field really. You're in practice. Nobody's really going to hit you. You might get a little shove, a little bump or something like that, but that's all you're going to get. You're not getting anything else. So if I see Jalen Hurd at least be able to play the last 2 preseason games, might give me a glimmer of hope, but that's just a glimmer, and that don't mean much, you know. And if he winds up making his roster, it'll be the same situation as Dante Pettis. Kyle does not want to prove he doesn't want to own it. He was wrong, and say to himself, I need to let this guy go because he's just not healthy. You know, I can't do it. He had to let Dante go because Dante wasn't mentally strong enough, and he just couldn't help it. He had to hold on to him all those years.
Oh, God.
So it's.
Yeah.
I just want to see the guys. I want to see Trey Sermon. I want to see Elijah Mitchell. I want to see Diamador Lenore,
They definitely
Ambry Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that those guys give us a good barometer of where they are. Oh, yeah, I love Talanoa.
Yeah,
People sleep on him. Watch, I'm telling you right now, Talanoa going to make this team as a special teamer. And he's going to be out there. He's going to hit.
That's automatic. That's automatic. All right, D. He's not a gang podcast. The man shoots from the hip. He takes Grant too seriously, though, but still, he shoots from the hip. All right, fam. You know what? I got to get back to you tonight. I definitely get back to you tonight. We got to get this all set up.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Yeah, you already know, man. I'm going to be there live from there, man. You have a wonderful day, Ronbo. Appreciate you, brother. Y'all have a good evening out there.
You too, fam. Give my best to Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. Night D.
All right, man.
And let's go on over to Monroe.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Monroe, man, it's like now if you listen to D, he's right. You know, Jalen ain't did nothing.
Not all the way.
Well,
not
but
all
the thing
way.
is, but Jalen, he has not. This is like a glimmer of hope. D don't want to even have that until he sees more. But I'm excited because he's out there at least. But go ahead.
He's not all the way right, Ronbo. I mean, I understand that he ain't played enough, but if you know why he's still on the team and people don't realize, Ronbo, I'm going to ask you a question. All right, you know he actually played in the actual game, right? Do you remember that?
Sure. That was his rookie year.
Yeah, and what did he do?
Mad things. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Two touchdowns with 8 minutes in the first quarter.
It was pretty, too. Both of them.
Two touchdowns. Quick. Like Debo, and nobody didn't do that when they came in the preseason game. He came out there and shined instantly.
True.
But then that week of practice, he got hurt, and he couldn't bounce back. See, people forgot about that. Injury and stuff happens. It's football. It's injuries. Some injuries worse than others. But I got high hopes for her, just because I saw him I remember seeing him playing in an actual real game, not practice, but an actual real game.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all saw that. I've been hoping and praying each and every year. Last year, I was excited.
Yeah.
And of course, the year before, I thought he's going to be able to.
So
he couldn't even
kind of
ride.
right, but he not all the way right.
Yeah.
He not all the way right. He only have right on the Jalen Hurd situation.
Well, you know, it'll get better, hopefully. Kyle's going to keep him out of harm's way as long as he can. And then suddenly, I figure we'll probably see maybe week 2 or week 3, Hurd will probably be getting sprinkled in a little bit more, you know.
Yeah,
until he looks like he can
just gotta
stand it.
gradually, he gonna get that leg strong, and I think he gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Shanahan don't want to play him. That's a secret weapon. I knew Shanahan. All he did, what he did in that preseason game, the first 2, that was quick. That was 2 quick scores from a rookie. You don't really never see that too much.
Mm-hmm.
That was like he really dominated that when he was in, he dominated that corner. Whoever he was going against, he dominated them.
I
And that was
mean,
against Dallas, wasn't
yeah, it was. I mean, Jalen set him up going into that fade. I mean, and the receiver just made him stand over here. You stay right there. I'm gonna get right behind you. The end zone's right behind me. You too stupid to know I'm getting ready to fade back and get this. This is a perfect setup because the quarterback was completely fooled, and they laid it right in on him. Jalen Hurd went up because he's got all that size. Touchdown. That was pretty. I still remember it exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the first one he trucked somebody. He got in like boom.
Two people.
Yeah.
One was he trucked the one dude, and one dude was holding him from behind. Jalen took them both into the end zone. That's brute force. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Rob, I got two more things. I was listening to Cohen the other day, and you know how they do the little comments down there?
Yeah.
They was talking smack about you. I had to comment back. I was like, I know he wrong on the decision with Jimmy Garoppolo, but you ain't gonna talk about my boy Ronbo like that.
Thanks, fam. Listen, here's the thing. I have a feeling I'm gonna be the one talking major smack after the season gets started, because the cone group is all over me. A lot of groups. I say, yo, man, they're so busy railing on Jimmy, they're not even noticing the rest of the team. So you see, this is why I know I got this one made. This team is too good this year. Jimmy, even if Jimmy plays his worst football, he'll still look good. I got that offensive line. I got a defense from
Ronbo,
hell.
It's kind of scary though, Ronbo.
I got wide receivers.
Scary. Yeah, but it's kind of scary because I was looking at. I know it's practice, but I looked at the whole weeks and I looked at him and Jimmy's stats. He's outplaying Jimmy right now. And on top of that, Jimmy got a playing on a better offensive lineman than Trey Lance is. He playing against that weak offensive line. They trying to get to Lance. Lance don't got no time in practice, and he's still outplaying Jimmy G. I'm kind of worried about that.
Well, know this. Jimmy's also going against the top defensive line in the camp. So, you know, it kind of it's something where you got to wait and you got to see. Let's see what Lance looks like this Saturday. And maybe you can draw a little bit more of a conclusion. But we've seen Jimmy too long. When he's on and when he's healthy.
I want to see him with the ones. I want to see Lance with the ones. You know, I'm kind of disappointed that he's taking the ones. He's taking the ones away from Lance. I wanted to see him with the ones too. I thought they were at least gonna get a drive, at least one drive with the ones. You know, just to see what you fully potential got. You know, well,
you got to remember one thing. He hasn't played in a long time. He took a year off. And remember, he's not in a Division I. You take him too fast, and you could ruin his confidence. Diamador Lenore, I'm worried about him, too. I think his confidence is gone,
That
too.
doesn't make any sense, Wombo.
Ain't nobody talking to you, so it wouldn't make no sense anyway.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
Yeah, well, hey, Will, why don't you just wait till your turn if you go wait, and I'll listen to all of it. I do not have a problem with that. But, like, you know, Diamador Lenore is like, he came in growling, and now I think they've brutalized him to the point where he may not be able to continue.
Yeah, because I was just saying, you know, because he was talking about he going to have Trey come in some certain situations, but then if you're going to do that, you got to at least put him, because I think if you put him behind the ones, he could start getting comfortable. But if you keep them behind them tools when they licking the defense, licking their chops in that offensive line, that second string is terrible.
You want to do that in practice, though. You know why? Because at least they can't touch him. You don't want him. It's really a delicate thing. You got to be careful with guys who just come in like that. You know, because there's been too many quarterbacks that got ruined too quickly. You want his confidence to stay high. You know. He had a so-so day today. You want to pull him aside. Look, don't worry about it. We're going to work on this. We're going to adjust this. We're going to get this. You want to get him into a groove. When he finally gets into that lane where he's driving at full speed, now you go ahead. You put him out there against the tough guys. You know, right now, let him dominate. That's good for him.
And I want to say this to the Niner faithful, man. Y'all need to have some respect on the phone when people talking and stuff, man. When people having a conversation, y'all need to wait y'all turn. Have some respect. Like on some real, like Ronbo, you need to start banning them folks. Like if they can't follow the rules, you need to ban them.
I know that person.
Man,
All
I,
this,
I was I was defending you, and you want to say that? I was
well, because the fact is, we're not in here fighting. You are insisting upon fighting. So will you please stop it? I'm gonna go and because I gotta get you with the phone, and we'll talk to you.
One
I'll
love,
talk.
Ronbo.
Hey,
One
that's
love,
what it is.
Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Niners all the way.
Yeah. Oh God. Hey, Rick E.
Ronbo.
Yes, indeed, Rick. Oh, Rick.
Ronbo.
Yes.
I was defending you.
I can't wait till the season gets underway so we can get this all ironed out. It's
Bruh, yeah.
so silly. Anyway, hey, Rick. Now,
Yeah.
Jalen Hurd made an appearance today. D is right. The only reason I got excited is because we haven't even got even that much of Jalen, but he
Ronbo,
hasn't done
no.
anything. But go
No,
ahead.
no. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The one that keep on interrupting when we talking, he's abroad. And
Listen, wait,
as
Rick,
far as I got,
don't fan the flame. I'm
no,
trying to, I'm
saying,
trying to
just
get people to
like,
stop.
yeah,
We need to stop
yeah.
fighting.
Okay, well, all I got to say is people are hating on Jalen Hurd, right?
Oh.
But when's the last time that they put on the pads and played for the 49ers? Because you can be a quarter arm GM, coach, and all this BS. But, let's give the man some credit, man. He's coming back from injury. He's doing the best he can. Why hate on the man? For real. For real. Why? I don't get it. I mean, I've been pulling for D Ford, and he's on there, right? And I've been pulling for Jalen. I mean, Jalen Hurd, yeah. And I want him to make it too, man. I mean, what's so hard for pulling for these folks? Well, we gotta hate on them.
Yeah, I know.
I
Especially
mean, when's the last time
all that energy.
on the pads and did something with Kyle Shanahan or anything? Come on, dog.
But
They never nothing.
most fans, I would say a big percentage of fans have not played football. And so therefore they don't have any sensitivity towards certain situations regarding football. So it's kind of hard for them to understand that. And so when they speak, they're not looking at the player as a human being. Not really. They're just looking at him as a guy that's getting paid to play football. So I understand that. I've understood that for years. But every now and then, like you, I do get frustrated with that attitude.
It makes me sad, Ronbo, and I'm sorry because, God, man, what? I don't understand it, Ronbo.
And you never will.
What, what's in your veins, dog?
Yeah.
What's in your veins? This is like some feminine testosterone. What do you call that? It's not testosterone, is it? What do you call that shit? Females be taking Ronbo?
I'm not helping this.
Hormones.
Rick,
It's some hormones.
Here's the thing. Hey, Rick, you know what, though? This goes all the way back to the days of ancient Rome, where the Romans were sitting in the stands and had the gladiators down below. And this guy's fighting for his life. He loses, and the emperor looks at the fans and says, thumbs up or thumbs down, and I'll be damned. They say thumbs down. So, you gotta.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
This is human nature.
The politicians that never stepped in the ring. Because I guarantee you go toe-to-toe with Jalen Hurd and D Ford. And you're going to walk away like a little BI. I guarantee it.
Well.
I guarantee it. Hey, but anyways, my phone getting ready to die. I just wanted to say I ain't called in a while, man. I got much love for you, Ronbo. I appreciate you. And, man, I'm going to try to call whenever I can, but it's hot over here in Texas, dog. This heat be wearing me out, dog.
What are you getting up to? You getting past that 110 mark?
It's the humidity. No, it's really like the humidity and the heat that just gets to me, Like, one time you said that Rick's on an airplane, I was trying to water my damn grass.
And the grass was drying out as fast as you put the water down?
I was dying, yeah. Murder. Hey, but one shot to Ronbo Sport, 2 shots to D Ford, three shots to Jalen Hurd, And man, it's Niner time. Can you feel it?
You get it.
Saturday. It's coming. Debo. Ayuk. And my main man, Nick Bosa. He's coming
Yeah.
for him, Ronbo.
All
Hey,
right.
you know what he's going to do?
What's good do?
Oh boy, is gonna be looking shopping cart trying to catch the corona, trying to get away, trying to get away from the. He's gonna be trying to get away with these poor Nick Bosa, but
There's no escape. All right.
there's
Anyway,
no escape, Ronbo.
good
All right,
fun
man.
stuff, Ricky. I mean, I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow to get some estimations on what to predict in tomorrow's game. Have a great night, fam.
Yeah, and everybody out there, please stop what y'all doing, man. Please, please, please. Hit them likes, man.
It's fine. They'll
Hit them
get
likes, hit them likes, hit them likes.
it. Thanks, Rick.
One love, Ronbo.
Have a good night, fam. Oh God. By the way, never mind. Yo, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show, come on. Show. By the way, GB Bull, you don't listen well. You have a comprehension thing, don't you? I didn't say Will was the wrong dumb. I said the situation
Bravo.
with 49er fans is like the Romans sitting in the stands. As to the judgment to be made, am I going too slow enough? As a judgment to be made on the guy that just lost. The hell? Hey, Show, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Show, man,
Did you just hear the little soundbite I played a few minutes ago?
I could hear something, but I couldn't hear exactly what was going on with that. Was that
Oh.
Mac Jones?
It was all Foxborough screaming for Mac Jones' name. So I'm just going to leave it at that and
Yeah,
let
you
nature
saw-
take its course
And you saw what they did to Cam, right?
and collect my receipts.
Oh, that was brutal.
Oh my God, Cam Newton looked horrible today. Oh my goodness.
God.
But yeah, Deion couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better myself than what Deion did. I completely agree with him. Just 2 days ago, Kyle Shanahan had said in a press conference that time is running out for him to Jalen Hurd to make an impression on him. And one practice, I don't think is going to cut it. Out of 12 practices, he's only practiced, 3 times out of 12, and that's
That may
not
be
good,
too many.
Ronbo.
3 times? Has he done? Because he's been the whole summer without doing anything. So
I mean, I liked Jalen Hurd. The Dallas Cowboys game, he excited me. He showed me potential, but he hasn't seen the field in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like I can't put any stock into him. I really can't. When Juwan Jennings and Austin Watkins are showing out in camp more than he is, that's a little troublesome for Jalen Hurd.
Yeah, because Sherfield, you cannot leave Sherfield off
And
this
Sherfield
roster for
too.
Jalen Hurd. Yeah.
Sherfield too. And Kyle Shanahan said it's going to be hard to keep 7 receivers. It's hard to keep 7 receivers on this roster.
So could that be why he explained the Kendrick Bourne? I know you like that part. The Kendrick Bourne situation? Because he's letting everybody know now the decision could be based on the fact that I can't let a healthy body go for Jalen Hurd, because he said Kendrick made the roster that year because Hurd was on the IR. And
exactly. That's a really good point. And the last caller, come on, man. We're all fans of this team. We're allowed to express our opinions on here, whether you like them or not. This isn't a kumbaya show. This is a show where Ronbo lets us hear our opinions no matter what they are. You know what I mean? We're fans that invest money in this team. We're allowed to express our opinions and let players know how exactly we feel. We're not hating on Jalen Hurd. If Jalen Hurd's not available, then he's going to hear it from us. We have every right to let him hear it because we're investors in this team. You know what I mean? We spend a lot of money on our team and go to games and things like that. And we want to see our players do well. And if you're unavailable, then you're going to hear it. So get over it.
Yeah. It's a
Jalen Hurd,
game
I'm
of
sorry,
passion. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but Jalen Hurd, it's going to be tough to beat out Juwan Jennings, Trent Sherfield, and
I keep
Muhammad
forgetting about
Sanu.
Jawan too. Jalen's. That's why he
You know,
is on the bubble. I forgot about Jawan. Oh, Jawan and Sherfield make this team show. Don't you think so? In fact,
I
there's
agree.
only one spot possibly open because Jawan, Jalen, and Sherfield make the team. You've already got Debo and Ayuk and Sanu. Sanu's making this team. They're not going to cut him this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to get rid of Sanu because Brandon Ayuk he's got a connection with Brandon Ayuk. So
And Sanu, he
yeah.
contributes. He gets it. He works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Can
we're
you
gonna
hear me,
see.
Bravo?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sitting here
Shout out
thinking.
to
Yeah.
Shout out to the TNT fam. You'll have a great night. And sorry, Jalen, but your time's done.
Well, it is. Show has already made
It's
his
over.
cut. That's it. Jalen. All right, Joe.
All right,
So
y'all
I'm,
take care.
I'm surprised.
Have a
So
great night.
you didn't say anything about the show was on Twitter showing me. I went ahead and double back down on it. I said, Mac is.
Like I said, Ronbo, I'm just going to let nature take its course
I know.
and collect my receipts later on.
If he had some
So-
better receivers like he did at Bama.
my God.
Nikhil Harry sucks. You know what? I wanted him so bad. Remember you told me about Nikhil Harry? I mean, the guy's a physical specimen.
Yeah.
I checked him out. I was a Nikhil Harry all the way. Gosh, can we please find a way to get this guy? And now, Nikhil Harry, somebody said he can't gain separation. Now I know what they mean. He's just big and strong. But in
Yeah.
the NFL, big and strong, you got to be more than that.
He can't gain separation. He can't gain separation in New England. I think if Kyle Shanahan can get a hold of him somehow, he could turn his career around like he did with. I mean, come on, look at
Make
Trent
him work on his
Sherfield right
route
now.
running? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
anyways, you'll have a great night. You'll take care.
All right. You too, Show. Appreciate you, fam. Have a
Good
great
night.
night.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, and let us go to. I see D-E. It's D. The TNT. Niece and her sidekick, Daisy. What in, Denise?
Hey, Ronbo, how's it going?
Denise, I'll bet it's a lot cooler here than it is there. How many degrees are we talking now? Is it over 100 or just below?
It's actually 93, but that's because it's rained the last couple of days, so it's really humid right now, but it's 93.
Yeah, 93 and humidity, that's really painful. I've been to Louisiana during those kind of days, and even the Gators was out there drinking water out of a glass. You know what I'm saying? That's uncomfortable. Woo! But hey, Denise, okay, so now it's good because we got Dion first, and Dion sort of set the tone for tonight's appreciation or not unappreciation of one Jalen Hurd. Show just came in, and he's not making Show's team. And I listened to what Show said, and now I'm worried about, I want Jalen Hurd on my team. I can't really justify putting him on my team when I look at Juwan Jennings and Sherfield and Mohamed Sanu. We already know that Ayuk and Debo, those names are set in stone. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm a little of both camps. I'm with Dion. Like, I agree he's been hurt, and I agree with Big Show. He's been hurt for 2 years. You know what I mean? He can't get on the field. If we're gonna hate on Jimmy and D Ford and other players for not being on the field, then we gotta hate on Jalen for the same thing. You know, you can't hate on half the team for that, and then the one player who played in one game can't get on the field since, and we're like, yeah, let's keep him. So
That's so true.
I'm on the fence. Like, would I like for Jalen Hurd to make the team? Yeah. Do I think he's going to? Probably not, because honestly, I think that's why Jalen Hurd went to
Showed up today?
because he heard Kyle. Yeah, he heard Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan said, "Look, homie, your ass is about out the door."
He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy the other day. You know
Yeah.
what he said? You could tell he was not happy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was pissed off. He was absolutely pissed off when he talked about Jalen Hurd and Jaquaski Tart. He was not happy. You could tell. I was like, ooh.
Denise, and
I'm
actually,
like, yeah, and Kyle.
it's a business decision too, Denise. You know what? Who's your 6 players now on that wide receiver unit?
Well, I mean, I don't even know if because to me, Sherfield, and then obviously, do they consider Juice? I mean, I know he's a fullback,
Running
but
back.
does that count
He's
against
in the
our?
running back room.
Oh, he's in the running back room. Yeah, I'm not sure, Rombo. To be honest with you, I'm really not sure. It'll be interesting. That's why, to me, I'm so excited about preseason because I want to see Trey Lance ball out, but I want to see all of our rookies. Like, I want to see the players we haven't seen, all of them, like the running backs, the wide receivers we've been hearing about in camp. Like, I want to see these people live and in person to
hostile against
so you
hostile.
can make an educated.
Yes.
So you can make an educated, guess. Right now, I don't know because I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. What do they look like
I've heard
under
what,
real pressure? Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it's all going to boil down to is, what they look like, in a real game, in a real life setting. I mean, granted, I know it's preseason and people are probably like, it's just preseason, but that's all we're going to have to go off of.
Yeah, but you know what? The pressure and everything else is real. The ability to play the game and not make mistakes under that pressure and stress is another story. Because when you're in the friendly confines of Levi's Stadium, that's a whole other place, right? But when you get the other team that does not love you, they're trying to get jobs, Denise. That's what's really scary. They are going to be coming all out. Now, they may not be ones, but they'll get it done.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, our players are fighting for spots. Their players are fighting for spots. So absolutely.
Scary situation, actually.
And that's what's going to really tell us, like, who's actually doing well and who's not really doing that well.
Right.
At least that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. So you're gonna maybe make judgment calls, but you got to temper your judgments too. You can't look too far into it because this is mostly just a glorified practice against another team. So the 49ers got to go.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we got to look at what they're going to look like and know that they're going to make adjustments. From what this week you're going to see probably some sloppy play, and then the next week they'll look a little better. Sure. And yeah. But Jalen's got to get out there before 3 weeks is over, though, because he's got to play at least one preseason game. Otherwise, if he's going to be egg fragile, he can't make the team anyway.
Exactly. And I have a request to the chat, to you, to my TNT family. My stepdaughter is in the hospital right now. She is fighting COVID.
Oh, no.
I would appreciate any prayers. Please pray for my baby. I've been with my husband since she was 2.
Oh.
I love her with all my heart, and I am very stressed out, and I called into your show just to take my mind off of it.
Oh.
So I'm going to start crying, so I'm going to hang up. But
Denise, hang in
any
there.
prayers would be greatly appreciated.
Done. And hopefully tomorrow's a better day and a day after day after. Denise, hold it on. You'll be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay? All
Her
right.
name is Sherelle.
Sherelle.
So.
All right. Send them up, fam. Send them up. All right. All right, Denise.
Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely. All right, Denise.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Denise. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But if she's a kid, she's probably going to pull through. I would just guess it's probably that, yeah. Let's just keep those biorhythms coming, fam. Keep those good thoughts. Sherelle, okay? Jamal!
Ronbo, my brother. Hey, I want to send this out to Denise and her daughter Sherelle.
Yeah.
I want to say this to you, my friend Denise, if you're listening. I want to say no weapon formed against her shall prosper, and if the judgment you shall condemn, I come against this in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. So I speak blessings and recovery to your daughter in Jesus' mighty name.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Jamal.
Amen. Yeah. You know what? Cause my sister, I called my sister Lolita, and she was fighting the same thing. Lord, as I think, stay prayed out because this thing is no joke. Stay prayed out, stay in the word. So I've been speaking this. I've been negative every single time that they touch me for it. I'm negative. I got the vaccine the whole time, and like, Father, you are my healer. Even though I've been vaccinated, when the flu season comes, same thing. I said you heal all my diseases. I'm calling on you, my God, and I've been good ever since. So Denise, Miss Denise, your daughter, your stepdaughter, you're praying for.
This is like, we can look back years from now, hopefully all of us survive on this period in time. Everybody's life is going to be scarred just from 2020 on, because we are in 2021 and we're still battling this menace, this demon, it just goes on and it's just really, you can't enjoy and live your life because of that evil that just lurks. It's all over the place. So it's...
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We'll get through it.
We'll get through. But I didn't get a chance to watch practice today. But what happened?
Well, the big news was Jalen Hurd. Kyle said something about him the other day. He said, he had something was wrong with him. You could tell in Kyle's tone, whatever was wrong with him, it wasn't impressing Kyle to the point where he should be missing practice, right? And so there he was. And Jalen sitting up there, probably sitting at home. Damn, coach. You didn't say nothing like that to me when I was at the facility. All right, I'll be out. Okay. So Jalen shows up all of a sudden today, and they target him. They hit him on a few passes. He's out there throwing blocks. He's asserting himself. He's letting everybody know, I am trying to make the team. But Jamel, honestly, if you're Jalen Hurd, unfortunately, he's going to need a shrink. Right? Because the thing is, I've been hurt how many times? I'm even scared. I don't believe I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Because last year I wasn't doing anything special. I went up and came down, my knee left. The year before that, my back was gone. I couldn't even ride on the plane to go to see the Super Bowl because they was worried about the plane jarring my back. So, at this point, he wants to play football so bad, he probably can't stand it. And now... he's sitting there, the slightest little thing he feels, it could be psychological, he's going to say, man, this ain't going to be a good day. I just know it. He may be fearful. I'm worried about that.
I don't know, Ronbo. We'll just see. We're 2 days or a day and a half away for Saturday to see how he looks.
Yeah.
So
well, he's not playing. He's not playing this weekend, though. He's not playing this weekend. Yeah, he's not playing. Kyle's not letting him play. He ain't playing.
Okay, well.
Hopefully we'll see him somewhere during the course of the preseason games. We got 3. He's not playing in this one. We'll see next time, I guess. He's working out against the Chargers, so I don't know what they're going to give him there, but we'll see.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure we'll see him sometime in the preseason.
Yeah. Because you can't hide him.
Not this game, maybe the next game or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. He's such a big, strong guy, too. It's amazing how... But what's the funny thing is, it's knee. You can't get big, strong in the knees. The back, you can do things to work your back. You can keep that strong, but you can't get vertebrae and stuff slipping out of place. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. This is this Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, they're getting ready now. They're prepping, so you're gonna see lots of Trey Lance and see exactly what he's about in this game. From what I understand, Kyle was explaining there's going to be, we're going to watch how he adjusts because he's got me up until about the last 15 seconds. And then it goes silent. So he's going to have to do some things at that line. And we're going to see how he handles every situation. And we're going to go from there. So he'll be tested finally and for real, and we'll see what he looks like. He should be fine. He's had a lot of coaching. He's got some support out there. He's got some great, him and Sherfield's going to be out there with him. Sanu's probably going to be out there with him. So he's going to have good receivers. He's going to have a great running back tandem of Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon. So he's got, I don't know about the offensive line. I don't know who Kyle's going to put out there because he's going to have to look at a lot of different people on the offensive line to see who's staying, who's going. I hope he doesn't have Brunskill out there playing center for him, though. But we don't have anybody else to play center other than Alex Mack. So I don't know. Brunskill might be okay by now. I mean, he's been working on it for like a long time. So maybe it'll be okay.
Yep. What channel does it come on this weekend?
Check your listing and check 49ers.com because I'm going to be watching on 49ers.com. So, or because I subscribe. Oh God, that's expensive. I subscribe so I can get every game on the map all the time. I can't stand it. I love it. And some of the shows we got. But check the local listings. 49ers are definitely going to be a preseason game. Should definitely be on TV.
I will look. I know it. I've been watching games on my phone. So
it's on Channel 5. Hey,
look.
Jamel, are you in the Bay Area? Because Channel 5, I just remembered. Channel 5 is going to have it. KPIX.
No, I'm not in the Bay Area. I'm in Gary, Indiana. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to get it online somehow. That's gonna have to be the case because it's on Channel 5 in the Bay Area. But yeah, otherwise,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll look that up. Well, let me go ahead and get out of here. And before I go, Miss Denise, I would like you to read Psalms 91. And be encouraged.
And she needs that strength right now, too.
Man. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. I mean, what is it? Saturday.
Jamel, you're on Twitter, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah. Why don't you follow Denise? Look for Denise and Denise Granger, okay? Denise, G-R-A-N.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Jamel, because you give her some more Jamel. I think she'd like that. Right?
Oh man, God bless y'all, man. You know what? I think that's my purpose. To inspire and encourage.
Good.
Because that's what people tell me all the time here in the nursing home. Man, I just keep people encouraged. I just want to talk about what God has done for me.
All right. Denise Granger. I
used to have a colostomy bag. I was on a feeding tube, and I used to be on 4 different blood pressure pills, and that's only one blood pressure pill.
Yeah.
So
Jamel,
God has gone a long way.
You know what the companionship of the mighty Almighty is all about. Go check her out. Get back to me if you can't find her, and I'll tag you up. All right. But Denise Granger, Granger. All right, fam. Let me see you tomorrow. All right?
All right, my brother.
All right. Night, Jamel.
All right, yeah. All right, see you later.
All right, looking forward. And 49ers Ultimate Report. Can't call in. Give me a 49ers shout out. John Snyder! Big John's out there working hard. He's a 49ers Ultimate Report. And Karen Escadel, she says, as a CNA, I know what COVID does. Oh, I'm praying for you, Denise. There you go. Karen, thanks for that contribution, by the way. And we're all thinking about you, Denise. It's going to be okay, Denise. You're going to pull through this. It's going to happen. It's going to be okay. The 49ers Ultimate Report also says, shout out to Denise. Let's pray for her stepdaughter. Yes, we will. Keeping your thoughts no matter what. Thanks, John. Okay, come on in, Will. Come on in.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey,
first off,
same old.
Yeah. First off, I just want to give a shout out. Can you hear me?
I'm listening. You're being here.
Okay. First off, I want to give a shout out to Denise. Praying that your family member has a safe, successful recovery from COVID. Mm-hmm. COVID is a serious thing, you know what I'm saying? So I hope that God and His angels watch over her, and everything will be all right.
Yeah. Good.
So I just want to say that I'm excited for the game Saturday. Oh yeah, I want to say shout out to the chat too. I know y'all hate me, but I don't give a damn. But yeah, man. Jalen Hurd. Jalen Hurd is on a tight string. He got 1 foot in that doghouse. Now I think the reason why Jalen Hurd may still make the team because they're not playing him in the Kansas City Chiefs game. Because if they really want to see what Hurd, if Hurd was still on his last leg, you know what I'm saying, they would have went on and let him play, to prove himself. But since he's not playing this Saturday, I think that Kyle still has a little faith in him and may possibly Big May keep him on the team. But yeah, he's on the short thread, so he needs to give it all he got going forward. Also, to that caller that want to have a slick mouth, I was defending your opinion. I want Trey Lance to play with the ones. Trey Lance it's been 13 days of training camp, and Trey Lance has been on the second team, being successful, throwing the ball all over the field. Now, you got Jimmy Garoppolo playing with the first team. He's still out there throwing 5 to 10-yard passes, check downs, all those type of short throws. And Lance on the second team throwing bombs all everywhere. So Trey Lance does need to play with the ones. I think Trey Lance is talented, and he can play with the ones. You know what I'm saying? Because all Jimmy going to do Saturday is to save his own face. All he's going to do is throw 5 yards, check downs, and all that just to save his face. Now, it doesn't make sense. Jimmy been here since 2017, and it had to take a rookie to come in to make him up his game by finally throwing deep balls in practice. Now he want to throw deep balls. Now he want to do this. Now he want to scramble.
You just said he's not throwing. He's only throwing short passes.
No. Listen. Now I'm gonna be fair. There have been reports that Jimmy G throwing deep balls. Most of those balls are short in 5 to 10. Jimmy's still Jimmy, but it's good to hear that he's throwing deep. It's good to hear that he's staying at the practice working on his deep ball. But all I'm saying is Jimmy been here since 2017, and they had to take a rookie to have Jimmy up his game. And that's why I say Jimmy is an average quarterback, because he could have been did all this. The new stuff that he's doing now, he could have been doing all this, but he hasn't. And they had to take a rookie to come into this organization to make him do those things. So that's why I say Jimmy is the average quarterback. And look, y'all can say all this Jimmy this, Jimmy that. Y'all can say he's a starter, he's the future, all this type of crap y'all want to talk about. At the end of the day, Jimmy is on the way out the door. All we doing is just waiting on him. He's going to be at the door regardless. Trey Lance is the future. We gave up 3 future first-round picks for Trey. So Jimmy's at the door regardless. No matter how much you praise him, no matter how much you say he wins and all this crap, he's going to be at the door anyway. Even if he wins the Super Bowl, bye-bye, Jimmy. Thank you. We'll get that one of those first-round picks back. Cry me a river. But Trey Lance shows that he's the better quarterback. Out of 13 training camp practices, he has the best quarterback completions and quarterback percentages. No matter how good Jimmy does on that field, Trey Lance is always going to be better. That's just point blank period. And and that's what it is. So we all should expect Trey Lance to go out there and ball out. And one more thing, Ronbo, and this has nothing to do with football. Now, I had a talk with Sheik, and I'm so sick and tired, Ronbo. You letting people come on this platform and calling people, racist slurs and all this stuff, attacking women like Chad Garrison and Ray Jr. All they doing that chat is harass women, calling out racist slurs. And I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Sheik don't deserve that. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Ronbo. If you continue to let Chad Garrison and Ray Jr. come on your platform doing all that stuff, and you continue to let them type up on your comment or come on your platform to do that, I'm going to go to every 49er platform there is out there on YouTube, man, and I'm going to expose your channel. I'm going to say that Ronbo is allowing people to use racist slurs and attack women on his channel, and I'm going to get your channel struck. So now, if you don't remove Chad Garrison and Ray Jr. off, I'm going to do that, because that ain't right, Ronbo. You know that ain't right. Them guys, I be watching. I may not be calling in all the time, but I'll be watching your show. Chad Garrison and Ray Jr., all they do is attack women and call people racist slurs. And when people tell you about it, you say, okay, you tell them to stop. You get them a tap on the hand. No, they need to be banned from your channel. So if you keep on allowing that, Ronbo, every 49er platform that I get on to talk about 49er football, I'm going to expose your channel on it. And that's all I got to say. You have a good night.
How many times have I come on here, took out a few minutes to ask that we don't have racism, politics, bigots, attacks on women? How many damn times have I done that? Right? How many times? And for him to come in here and accuse me of allowing it, well, you take that and you go straight to hell with it. Jesus Christ. That is just unbelievable. And you go to wherever you want to and say whatever you please. I could give a God. Unbelievable. Who does that? I do it almost every time. If somebody gets away, I didn't see it. It doesn't mean I condone it. We don't have mods in it because somebody said, the mods are too much. They're taking everybody out. Well, maybe we should reinstall the mods. And that way some of those other little wisecracks that they don't tolerate will be gone too. So I really wish you just conduct yourself in a way that I don't have to babysit anybody. All right? Guys, give me a break on this. I ask you over and over and over again to cut the slurs, I've asked over and over. Nobody does that more than I do. You'll never catch another website that goes on without it. I mentioned that usually from the beginning. And he's going to come in and tell me I condone it? Shh, you got to be kidding me. Oh. Hold on a second. Just sleep here.
God damn, it sounds like everyone's having a good night. What the fuck am I missing?
I know you.
God damn.
I mean.
Hey, first of all, Will, shut the fuck up. Ain't no one condoning racism. You're stupid. Stupid. Shut the fuck up, bro. Anyways, so let's talk about something,
football related.
Something that brings us back. Like how we were supposed to go. Ain't no one fond of that bullshit. Nobody. But I will say this: the fucking internet. No matter what you do, you're gonna see it. No matter wherever you fucking go. Calm the fuck down, bro. But anyways, so Jalen Hurd on a tightrope. That's a given. The man, he's injury prone. If we're talking Jimmy G's made out of glass, Jalen Hurd is made out of the thinnest, and I mean the thinnest paper on that roster. Goes for a catch, tweaks his knee. Does something, I don't know, turns over in bed, throws his back out. I don't know what kind of diet he's. The man needs some milk. Easily. Now, let's talk about that preseason game that we're headed for. What is it, this Saturday? Mm-hmm. More than happy. I got the day off from work. I'm about to get shit-faced, and I'm excited to see what we can do. I would be surprised to see if Jimmy G takes one snap and shows up as the reason why he's not only the captain, but also QB1. Mm-hmm. And I'm also excited to see our boy Trey Lance do good. Now, not only that, but let's go ahead and talk about that Mexican, Alfredo Gutierrez.
Yeah, I know, right? They don't talk enough about him. I'd like to get reports on how he's doing. It'd be great to see him in the game. I wonder if he can play in the preseason games. You know
what? I wouldn't doubt it if he did, just to show, like, hey, we still have him. Mm-hmm. And he might actually do it.
He should be allowed.
They're not going to have all the starters. Yeah. They're not going to have all the starters. It's all going to be second string, which I'm fine with, because our second string is decent, and our second string defense is amazing. Think about it. And then the fact that Klasky T is on the chopping block, I'm telling you, Ronbo. I'm telling you, Ronbo.
I know he.
Funga,
Yeah.
that position is. It's
See.
over. It's done.
God, that's gonna be exciting.
I
I mean,
can't
just
think-
everybody loves
I'm
Hufunga. Before he even got here, I think we all loved him. So if he gets out of the field and has a good time, man, this Saturday, oh man, the crowd's gonna go wild.
Oh, and can we talk about how Trey Lance is commanding the offense? He's calling people out when they mess up in his practices.
He's
Let's
ready.
go ahead and
He's
talk
rolling.
about that too. He's
Yeah.
ready. He's learned the playbook. He's studied it. He's ready to roll. And
he's looking forward to this test. You can tell he's ready too.
Oh,
I mean, he's gonna come out there fired up.
He's chomping at the bit. He's ready. He's like, yo, put me on the field. Let me show you what I'm about. Let me show you what this is about. Our wide receiver room, let me talk about Trent Sherfield. If you want, let's talk about a veteran wide receiver with a whole lot of attitude. I love that about him. Has anyone ever seen the video of his practice against, I think it's, who was it? It was one of the corners. Routes the shit out of him. Bosses him behind his head. And the dude tries to grab the ball. He gets up and he slams his hand down and pretends like he's going to hit him. He's like, man, get the fuck off me.
I think it was probably Diamador. Because everybody's been using Diamador as a step. Just to make yourself look good. Diamador's on me. Throw me the ball. I'm starting to feel bad for him because he came in with such an attitude. We called himself the hyena, and now all of a sudden he's starting to look like a hyena that messed up and ran into a lion. A lion's then trying to steal their meat. You know how they do. Now he's getting abused.
We all rode the hype because Deion Sanders had his hand in that conversation. Deion Sanders was like, yo, he's something to watch for. Watch. Deion Sanders is the reason why we all got on that hype train.
Yep.
Because we thought, oh, he's gonna be the next prime. He's gonna be the next prime. Watch. And now he's getting destroyed in practice.
Was it Sanders?
Good for him
Wasn't he working with Sherman as well? I forgot. Somebody he was working with, actually.
He was working with Sherm. He's working with.
He's working with more than one. I wonder why they all like him so much, because you don't hear about rookies or people without having established themselves. The big time guys don't really want to work with him. You look at Hufanga, and he got work with with Palomaro. I mean, that's serious. But usually these guys.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah.
I mean, who would you want to train you in your position other than Troy Polamalu?
Nobody. Because he's in the Hall of Fame this week. Of course.
And guess what? He was also in Sacramento this week as well.
Oh, no kidding. All right, did you check him out? Are you in Sacramento?
No, I'm in Stockton.
Sacramento's not a hop, skip, and a jump.
Well, one of my boys' girlfriends is related to him by marriage. And they had the whole ceremony. And
whoa.
Yeah.
Now you can go. You got it. You can say, look, next time you guys get ready to have a get together, and Troy's going to be there, you're going to let me know, right?
I'll let you know. I told her the same thing. I said, I don't know your family like that, but I'll go with my boy because him and I are close, and by law, we're family here. So
hey, Troy will love to talk football, and you're going to be all up on him, and he probably loves it. Troy, congratulations, bro, man. I'm a big fan from way back and winning that basketball. I mean, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Man, I found that out last week, Ronbo, and I forgot to mention it. I was losing my goddamn mind because we were watching the Pittsburgh game. She goes, "Oh yeah, Troy." I was like, "Yeah, what about him?" She goes, "Yeah, that is my second uncle on my dad's side of the family." And I go,
Ooh,
"You said what?"
Yeah.
I was like, "You said what?" I lost it. Wasn't bad enough. I was already getting drunk with my friend, watching the game, talking shit to him because all he does is rap about the 49ers.
But I love those conversations, especially a person that knows nothing about the 49ers. Because, how much can you know if you're in another camp? You don't know what you're talking about. He's just saying stuff, right? And that's when the fight's on. I go through this with my family, bro. I mean, it's just really, oh, man. God. So anyway.
Hey, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Why is Hasty getting so much attention now in that running back room? That's Hasty.
Is Hasty getting a lot of... I didn't see anything about him. I'm not hearing anything about Sermon all of a sudden it slowed down. Elijah Mitchell, it's sort of maybe it's just what they're doing right now. They're gravitating toward another, but he's not getting a lot of noise either. So I don't know.
He's getting like all the unsung heroes of this team, the ones that were on the practice squad last year, are starting to get talked about. Some of the rookies getting talked about, and I'm loving it. What is this 49er plan with these people in the near future? Are we going to use them as?
But Kyle puts those running backs in the bank, though. And it's so funny because every year we run. We're going to run out of running backs. I don't know why, but we're going to run out of running backs. By week 15, we're going to be calling dudes up off the practice squad and everybody else and thinking, oh, man, can we get Mostert back at least for the last 3 weeks? I already feel it every year. Oh.
Yeah.
So this is,
Every goddamn year, Ronbo. And then not only that, but I really hope George Kittle stays healthy. I hope they, utilize Ross Dwelly a lot more instead of just making him as a human shield.
Yeah, because George.
Don't get me wrong, he's a great blocker.
He is.
But, give him some passes, man, because we always pass to George, and it's on the wall when a team plays us every time. Passes to Dwelly, passes to people who we're not usually passing to.
Yeah. And let George be the decoy most of the time, because he's going to get his anyway. Fam, we got to go. Hey, listen, see what? I'm going to be back tomorrow night. Let's talk some more ball. And I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow night because I'm thinking maybe just project what happens in this game. You can't really call us. There's no point calling a score, but you can. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night if you get a chance. If you got time for us.
Let's do that.
All right, fam.
All right.
Have a great night.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks, fam.
You too.
Night. And Twisted Eva. Thanks, fam. I appreciate that contribution. Thank you so much. Oh, God. Hey, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, just kicking it, man. Just checking out and trying to talk football and stay cool. We've had so many emotions to go through tonight. There's some hilarity. There's some sadness. There's anger. I don't know what else is next. Oh, God.
It is. It must be a full moon tonight.
Moon, I know.
Crazy. But, right, but dang. We're just on this platform trying to talk about football, man. We don't need to be trying to getting you canceled out and all this other stuff, man. Like, you wanted to, people that talk about Niners football, we can't get that on ESPN. We get a little clips of it, but this is Niners all day. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we just need to chill out, you know what I'm saying? And just... And tell Denise I'm praying for her.
Oh, yeah, because there's where your energy should be, Denise.
Yeah, we need to be a family that we all Niners fan, and we all, you know what I'm saying, we can't help it. We can't dictate other people what they do, you know what I'm saying? It's just physically impossible. So, yeah, you just got to overlook, it's ignorant people all over the world, so you just got to overlook them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We in the world. We just got to.
Joe Jay, wouldn't it be nice if we could just overlook? It'd be nice if you could actually have, how you can mute or block people on social media? Wouldn't it be nice if you knew jerks that you didn't really appreciate and you could somehow put up an electronic block or mute them?
Yeah, most definitely, Ronbo. It's most definitely. I want to do it all the time, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? But. It's just one of those things. You just got to overlook ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? People going to be ignorant. You got to overlook them. But besides that, I want to talk about football. Get over that stuff. But, I just can't wait till tomorrow, Rumble. I want to see what our boys do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care, about the win or loss. Really, I just want everybody to come out safe and ready for the season, really. You know what I'm saying? So I just really want to see what trade do. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited. What our future holds. We just need to build around that man, and just that simple. But and I was looking, I don't know if it was true or not, but your boy Nick Mullins was having a bad night or something.
I saw that stat. Nick threw INTs, one after another.
2 of them. Yeah, he was 1 for 4 or something crazy. I'm like, that's That's what people don't understand. This is what people don't understand, that if we just had we won with Jimmy. So if we had a quarterback that had just a little bit of talent like Jimmy as a backup, we would have been fine. But you know what I'm saying?
That's what John and Kyle said after last year. You know, if Jimmy's going to continue to drop like that, and we're going to have to rely on Nick and CJ, that can't continue.
Yeah,
So, you know.
And we can't do this. We can't do this no more. We can't do this no more. And that's why we did what we did. And I think that was a genius move. You know, people looking at, damn, that's a couple of firsts. Yeah, but at the same time, they could be also busts too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not no guarantee that they're going to be a star. So the thing is, we had to make a move, because all our rival teams was making moves, and we were going to stick with Jimmy. That I knew we had to do something, and we did, and it was a genius plan. And I just can't wait to see Trey, see what he does, because you know what I'm saying. I wanted Justin Fields. I'm going to say that here and now. I wanted Justin Fields before.
He had a huge backing calling in here. In fact, Justin was probably the most popular pick on this program, as I remember.
Yeah, because you got to understand the talent level that Justin Fields was playing against. He was playing the talent level. You got to look at the talent level and how many starts he had. So he had 2 seasons compared to Trey Lance's 1. So that's what my logic was thinking, that the more starts he has, you know what I'm saying, the more ready he can be in the NFL. But as hearing and seeing it, you know what I'm saying, it made me think, maybe I messed up. Maybe I underestimated Trey Lance. And I'm excited because I wanted to stick to work. You know what I'm saying? We all want to stick to work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because actually, I think they look at Justin Fields and Trey Lance as which one has the most upside. You know, so Kyle already knew that Trey was raw. I mean, this dude is on. I mean, he is the dude, right? So right now, Justin is probably the better quarterback, and he probably will look like the better quarterback for now. But in the years to come, Trey should be able to surpass him. And right now, you look at Trevor Lawrence and Zach. Trey's like Trey and Justin are probably 1 and 2. I don't know which order, who's 1 or number 2.
Yeah,
but
Ronbo, what helped out Trey was he was in the huddle. You know what I'm saying? In college,
they're playing under
center.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their style play calling was almost like Kyle Shanahan.
It's pro style.
So that what helped out Trey get here. And then once they talked to him and figured out he was smart, he had the highest, you know what I'm saying, the highest Wonderlic test in forever. So, and all they heard was great things about him. So, man, and then just seeing him out there, and he's already learned the playbook. And it's amazing because how long Jimmy took to learn the playbook. So
I don't really know. Because I can't remember when exactly did he actually get it. I don't know. That's it. I guess that year he actually was off for a year. That's all he had to do was study.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. So once he went to the Super Bowl, that's when we knew, he's got the system. But, you know, and I just can't wait to see the running backs. You know what I'm saying? These new running backs.
I know. See, that's
Aaron Banks.
Yeah. Well, hey, Trey Sermon and Elijah Mitchell. See, that's a show by itself right there. You know, one's power and grace. The other one is just flat out speed. And he's probably got a few moves. That's going to be the thing to watch between them and Sherfield, which him and Trey got a great chemistry going on. Can he connect with Sherfield and one of them nice long bombs? You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
So
yes, sir. Bro.
But Jay, we're going to run out of time. I'll be back tomorrow, though, and getting ready for the game.
No
All
doubt.
right?
Appreciate it, man. And then tell Will to just, get a couple of drinks. He's probably just tripping and bugging out.
Will is
You know
just,
what I'm saying?
he's just hell
Everything
bent
that
on
you
airing
can't
out
help,
his.
bro.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's okay.
But I love you, Rumble. You have a good night, my
Thanks,
brother.
fam. All right.
Brother.
Night, Jay. All right. Hey, Vams.
What's up, Ronbo?
Vams, I remember something special about your name. What was it about your name that you explained? Vams. What is that? What is that? What is that? I forgot. You gave me some reason behind your name.
I think that actually might have been someone else, because I don't think I talked about my name on the show.
All right. Well, Vams, go ahead, man. We're talking about, actually, this overall the practice was what it was. You had several things going on. But probably the thing that sticks out the most is Jalen Hurd. You want to add anything else? Go ahead. What's on your mind about today's workout?
Before I get to that, I just wanted to get a moment for Denise. I really hope that she gets through this. I hope God pours His Holy Spirit down into her and the doctors, the people working with her. I pray that the Lord gives all the doctors that are with her a lot of strength. I pray that Denise has strength to get through this. Like Jesus said, when more than when two or more people gather in His name, He's there with us. He's here with us, and that's what you got to hold on to.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta keep
I just wanted to say that before we talk about the.
Well, good, Vams. She'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and it was I just wanted to drop one nugget before, because their tensions are running a little bit high. I think everyone can rest easy knowing that Nick Mullins threw more passes to the other team than his own.
Wait, who's Nick playing for? What team is he on?
The Eagles. He's on the Eagles. He completed one pass to his guys and two to the other guys.
God, Nick, what is the problem? He's just falling all apart. His confidence is completely gone. Anyway. But
was it cool if I talk about something other than Jalen Hurd? I kind of had a topic I wanted to talk about.
Well, go right ahead. Yeah, as I said, anything you want to hit upon, no problem. Go ahead. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Well, you know how that Shanahan said that Trey Lance was going to come in and then Jimmy's going to start and there's going to be maybe 10 plays. Do you think that gets weird? Do you think that gets weird with the players and the guys? If let's say Jimmy has goes 15 or 20 and has one pick, one interception, but Lance has 4 or 5 throws or 4 or 5 runs and he has 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 interception. If Jimmy goes all the way to the red zone and then Shanahan just puts Lance in, the guy's gonna be come on, or if Jimmy tries to deep bomb on 3rd or 15, it's hella short. The guys will be God damn it, man, Lance could have. You can't tell me that the guys won't think about it, right? It's man, you let Lance throw a deep bomb last drive. Why don't you put him in? Or it's hey, Jimmy got us all the way here. Why are you just gonna let Lance get the touchdown when Jimmy drove us all the way down? Do you think that gets kind of weird, Ronbo?
The way you design that scenario, yeah, very weird, yeah. So I don't know that is not something that probably would happen very often. Yeah,
I mean, if he's coming in on the red zone and if he's coming in like Jimmy's 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and Lance got 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown, 6, 5 passes and 4 or 5 runs. Doesn't it just get kind of weird, Hey, Lance got more passing touchdowns than Jimmy, but Jimmy's the starter. He's playing most of the game, and then Jimmy underthrows the guy, Debo. Debo's what the fuck, man? Why'd you let Jimmy throw a pass more than 15 yards? We know he can't do it. You gotta even though the guys love Jimmy, it's gotta come in their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
what do you think about that, Rob?
I don't know, Vams. He can't throw the ball more than 15 yards. Okay. As far as
guys gonna be hey, why'd you let Jimmy throw out those numbers? That's what Trey does.
Vams, I can help you. I can help you with this though. Usually, your teammates don't judge you like that. That's not a normal thing.
I mean, like if Jimmy went all the way down to the red zone and then they just gave it to Lance, that's like people are gonna be rubbed the wrong way, right? Like Jimmy like took it 60 yards and they just put Lance on like first and goal. That's weird, right?
Well, it would be maybe. I don't know. It's Vamps. I don't know that Kyle is going to run the. I mean, you're gonna go down to the few yard line. You don't want to put your quarterback in a situation where he can get hurt. That's too violent of a setup. You want your RPOs and things like that aren't usually ran that close to the goal line. If I'm going to call somebody in to take in a short gain, it's not going to be my quarterback, most likely. That'd be a little strange.
I feel like they're going to put him in like specialty, like third and like 4, third and 1, like third and short, like first, like third and goal. Like I feel like they're going to put him into like those kind of specialty, like got to have it kind of plays, you know?
Well, they might. I have no way of knowing what Shanahan's plan is. But you don't want to put him in a situation where he can get hurt. That if you're on a goal line where the defense is going to be really stiff, you shouldn't be putting the quarterback in that spot. We got guys that can handle that a little better. You got Sermon. You might even want to use Mostert. You want to use Juice. There's any number of guys.
Nah, Ronbo. He's going to be running in. Nobody touching him on that zone read. You know how the quarterbacks.
All right. You know
how those reads are. Like even Peyton Manning, just like he was running and got like those kind of touchdowns. Like I just feel like it's gonna be kind of weird, you know. Like if Jimmy underthrows a deep ball, or like let's just say Lance is like playing hella good and he completed all his balls, and then Jimmy comes in and goes 3 it out. Like the guy's gonna be like, come on, like they're human beings too, right?
You do realize that Jimmy had the best third down percentage in the league in 2019. Vamps, it's like this.
Yeah, we heard that 4 trillion times. Okay, come on, Ronbo.
Well, but you just said third down. Jimmy's 3 and out. I didn't see. He didn't go 3 and out very often.
Happens.
Well, yeah,
he goes 3 and out all the time.
All the time. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever, Vamps. Whatever.
Exactly. But like that's not the point. Okay, I'm not trying to make this a fight about Lance and Jimmy. I'm just saying.
I'm not fighting.
I'm that gets weird in the locker room. I'm not trying to argue with you, Ronbo. Come on. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to get your opinion. I know your team, Jimmy. I know all the statistics you got about Jimmy. This is not about Lance versus Jimmy. I'm just asking. Do you think it'll be kind of weird if like Lance comes out with like more touchdown passes than Jimmy, but Jimmy's like playing the majority of the game, or like Lance has like more all-purpose touchdowns, like Jimmy's like 15 of 20, like no picks.
Lance,
and then like Lance got like 3 touchdowns.
Lance,
that's weird, right?
You only got a minute to go. Make your point because you're just going around in circles. So just what is it that you want to say?
What do you think?
You like.
I just want to ask you what you think about that.
I don't have a thought. Every time I try to answer, you cut me off. So I'm done. So if you want to make a point further, okay. Otherwise, your time's up. We'll see tomorrow. Okay.
All right, just one last point. I just want you guys to take a look at the coverages. We're not going to be running cover 3 in this preseason game. This is going to really tell us about D'Amico Ryan. There's going to be a lot of man coverage. I feel like everyone should take a point to take a look at the coverages that we run in back 7.
All right. Remember, Babs, put it out.
Yeah, good night, Ronbo.
You too, Babs. All right. Now I remember about this guy. That woke up my memory. It's Shania.
Hey, Ronbo.
Shania, wow.
I got one thing to say.
Okay.
Before we get into football, I got one thing to say. People need to come on your show and respect you, not to be disrespectful.
Thank you so much.
They need to respect you.
Thank you so much. It's football. It makes people get a little tempered. It's okay. I understand it. I know they don't really mean it like it sounds, so I'm not bothered. I'm okay. How you doing tonight?
Good, you?
Great. Anytime football season is ready to roll, I am just happy as can be. So, we're going to have a fun weekend this weekend. We're going to find out more about our rookies, see who's going to make the team, who's not, and it should be fun.
I'm only watching the game at work.
Yeah. They're not going to interrupt you, right? Because you don't want to miss any plays. If you're at work watching the game, it becomes now, okay, I'm busy, I'm doing this and that. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at the game. So. Oh, God. So you should have fun. We we're gonna get a few minutes of the first string, and then from there on, it's action, action, action. I'm more, I'm more looking forward to when Jimmy and the group sits down. I want to see the guys that are trying to make the team. You never know who's really good until you get that preseason game. So this should be fun.
Yep.
So we're gonna find out. I want to see, especially defensively too. It's going to be interesting to see. Because a lot of guys we have on defense, they're gonna have to be the guys that we're going to depend on if the first string should have to fall down. So we got some guys that are coming off the edge. This should be really interesting between Arden Key and a couple other guys we got. This is going to be fun. So, but anyway, Shania, what else are you thinking here? Hey, give a shout out to Denise too, because you know how she's going through something right now that none of us want her to have to deal with. So, what do you got? Anything you want to say to Denise?
I'll be praying for you, Denise.
That's what we want. All right. So, hey, what else you want to add about the 49ers? Anything else?
I'm ready for Trey Lance to get on the field and show his potential. And I hope at the end of the night we get a win over Kansas City Chiefs with just the starting people that just come into football.
But you know what's so funny? Because the Chiefs, if we're gonna do the same thing, if the Chiefs lose to us, and they should, because we're good. If they do, they're gonna say, yeah, you know what, man? They couldn't beat our first string. We'd been 1-on-1, but the first string would have been different. Yeah. So it will say the same thing. If the Chiefs win the game, we'll say, it was our second string, third string, fourth string against their second string, third string, fourth string. No big deal. You can always use that for an excuse when you lose a preseason game because it doesn't count. Oh God. So we're gonna find out. Should be fun though.
I'm just glad we signed Ha Clinton.
I know, right? Because Jimmy, if we didn't sign Clinton Dix, no matter what, Jimmy Ward cannot go down. That means we have no center fielder. If we're gonna continue to play cover three. But I gotta tell you, Shania, I have a feeling D'Amico Ryans is gonna redesign that defense a lot like we saw last year. Remember when Jimmy Ward and Tavares Moore were rolling around there together? And we had two guys. I'm wondering now if, indeed, what are they going to do to substitute for Tavares? Because Tavon Wilson could be him and Jimmy this year. We'll find out. Man. Shania, what else?
I don't have much to say.
Just you being here, Shania, we're delighted. All right. I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow before game time to talk about the game. All right. We'll talk about the day before.
Before you go, I want you to sing "Mama Don't Let Your Kids that Grow Up to Be Cowboys" and a 49 shout out, please.
Bill put that. Bill's got Shania doing it too. Let me get my guitar. Dedicated to all the Cowboys. I just want to sing, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's a team full of fools that never went to school and got some kind of a perv for an owner. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Let them be hustlers and burglars and robbers and stuff. Anything but a cowboy. Here it comes. Shania, look for you tomorrow, okay? Have a good night.
Okay. Have a nice night.
Bye. I heard Bill making me acting silly. Of course, I have no problem acting silly, do I? Hey, 951, hello.
Ray Jr., Mr. Ronbo. How are you?
Who is this?
This is Ray Jr.
Ray, you were the subject.
Yes, this
you were
is
the
Ray.
subject.
This
You were
is-
the subject. You were the subject tonight of Will attacking me like he's lost his mind. Ray, can I get you while you're on the phone? Ray, can I please get you though? Please don't. Ray, I love you, man. You know I do. But please don't do things that have Will and anybody else thinking that I condone anything other than the best of behavior. Because Ray, I know you love everybody in the chat, but you're having fun. But
Hey,
easy.
with all due respect, Ronbo, you know, I respect you and I love the show. And thank you for the platform, right? However,
thanks.
I don't get on your show to disrespect no woman. I guarantee you, all my replies on the chat is not towards women. However, when it came to Denise, you know TNT, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this brief. She came out with her little saying with her information that she got off a radio station, because TNT brags about the information and they know the Niners and they got inside scoop with how Jimmy G gonna get traded, structure his contract, blah blah blah. As you know, they think they know everything. So I said something about it, and she didn't like it, so she told you and cried, and then they now will want to attack me because they thinking that I'm attacking her, basically, right? So I apologize to you on your chat that day when it happened. I apologize, said Ramo. I apologize. I won't, do that again. I won't, because I know it was offending people and crying and in their feelings. And I respect women. I got 2 daughters of my own. Okay, I have my own wife, so I won't personally attack a woman. But it was just because TNT think they know everything and they don't. So, however, I'm gonna let it go. Moving on. Okay. Out of respect,
Okay, let's not work TNT because I'd like to see some of the aggression calm down in that aspect. You know what I mean? Because the fact of the matter is, you apologized. When I don't throw people out, it's because, Ray, you've been around for a long time. So I know I can talk to you and get you to go ahead and not do that. You apologized. You apologized to Denise. I know you feel about her situation like that. You don't dislike Denise, right?
Right. No, I don't. I have nothing personal against her. It was just because it was going against the intelligence regarding the 49ers and the GM. They think they the owners of the team. So I'm just challenging in that aspect, not personally attacking her. So that's not what was the agenda. But these people in here thinking they know so much, I'm going to challenge that because they got their sources. And I'm asking them, who's your source? And then I get a reply back, I'm my own source. So then why the point you telling us then? What's the point? If you claim you know so much that's going on in the camp,
Ray, I feel you on that.
Elaborate.
You know what? Go after, but when this happens, go after Trey, especially Trey, and go after Shea Lewis. Will doesn't come in. Sheik is there. Argue with them, but because see, anytime you do something like that against women, it's going to be perceived as you being a misogynist of some kind. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, direct the anger at the guys, because girls let them say what they're going to say.
Yeah, I'm not here to argue or fight.
No.
Yeah, I'm not trying to argue or fight with nobody. It's about football here. I'm excited for our team to get back on the field, see Jimmy G ball out, see our new quarterback, Trey Lance, see what he's going to do. Find out if Mike McGlinchey going to block this time and not get nobody hurt, because I'm tired of that.
Yes.
Oh, my God. The list goes on and on. Will D4 stay on the field? Not saying my neck, my back, my ankle, my elbow, God dang it, dude. Stay on the field long enough so we can see you perform. I mean, Nick Bosa, I expect great things from him. Kinlaw, of course, the whole crew from even Greenlaw, the one-line stopper from, Seattle when he stopped him on the green one line. So, I mean, it's a lot, man. I'm just excited. I want to talk football. I'm not here, like I said, to attack nobody. But, it is what it is. But preseason's coming up.
You can go after Mr. Terrible, though. Mr. Terrible is accusing you of being a closet Jets fan.
Hey, you got so many Don Blur. You got Seahawk Rain. You got, the list go on and on. Them clowns in it, boy, they won't ever stop coming from to your show, Rama. I don't understand it. How you going to be another chat in another chat room that's not even your team, and you see the host talking about the Niners and it's not even your team? Something is wrong with you mentally. Wrong with you. Because clearly you see red and gold in the background, Joe Montana and Jimmy G, right? So what's the problem here?
Ray, they see the writing on the wall. They know that who's got to deal with, because they're not going to go down and mess with anybody in the Texans chat or anything like that, because everybody knows Deshaun Watson is leaving. I understand very soon, and they're only messing with us because they ain't us. All right, I bet you won't even see him messing with the Hawks or the Rams. It's all about us, right? The Cardinals. So it's almost flattering.
Well, no, Russell Wilson going to be running for his life this season yet again. Let's find out who else. Let's see, the Jets, and they probably going to do somewhat because, they got our old coach, but Salah, but, we'll see how that turns out, right? And then we got the infamous Don Blur thinking the Detroit Lions is going to go somewhere this season, knowing that you ain't going to do nothing but just flame up in flames, forest, hot trash, laid out everywhere, little kitty cats running everywhere, because they not going to be juicing nothing. So, I'm not going to take up too much time. I just want to get on here because I was attacked by Mr. Will, and I just want to clear my name and let you know, Ronbo, I will. From now on,
I remember that day. I asked you not to do that, and I remember you apologized. But,
right.
that's what we do.
I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, Ronbo. I love your show 100%. This is my first time calling in, and I'm excited. Thank you for even listening to me.
I've seen you for years.
Taking the time for just taking your time out to do this for us. You know what I mean? Day after day, night after night, when you do it, when you're on, I click it because, this is the highlight of my night before I go to bed. So, I really appreciate you for all the entertainment that you provided and your service that you've given us. And just to get sticking to football, I'm fine with that. It's fine. I keep it, respectful as much as possible because Mr. Will want me banned and tell it. And how you going? How another man gonna tell you to do with your channel? This is your channel, man.
No, I pay him no attention with that. Ray, do this though, and especially since this is a situation because Denise, right now she has a daughter that is in need. Ray, how do you feel about that situation? And let Denise know.
Prayers goes out to Miss Denise. I said Miss. I apologize. Miss Denise, if you're listening, let me say this. I love you, even though I don't know you. May God bless you. May God keep you and your family. I pray for speedy recovery for your daughter, that she come out of that meeting subtly. In the name of Jesus, I declare and decree that she's already healed from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. I ask that you continue to hold on, don't give up. This is just a phase; it's gonna go away, and you will see brighter days. Okay, this is just a little setback that's trying to attack your family, but you have to pray it out, stay positive, and you want to see great things to take place in your life, and it will if you just keep that mindset going. So, with all due respect, Denise, I love you, and God bless you, and. Thank you, Ronbo, for this time and
thank you,
giving
Ray.
me the time to talk, man.
Hey, appreciate you, fam. I wish you get back in here more often.
I'm
looking
Cali
forward
Bill.
to it.
Hey, Cali Bill said I'm phony. Well, maybe if you get on the phone and talk, let's see how you talk. All right, I'm out.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Night, Ray.
All right.
Oh, God. All right. And it's good to have that kind of thing. There is no need for the extreme hostility that all of a sudden has grown in these last few months. We go too far with that. All right? Hey, Tony, would you get in here, please?
Ronbo.
Tony.
What is going on tonight, man?
I wish I knew. Tony, I got to tell you, though, it's funny. When we take a quarterback camp, and when we had Kaepernick, the Kaepernick wars were incredible, too. People take it real personally, and it gets crazy. And I'm guilty of it, too. I've been trying to tone it down because I realized in the last few weeks, I said, you know what? We've gone way past the line. We really have, a lot of us, So now I make jokes more than I do anything about Jimmy. I'll defend him when somebody just says something out and out outrageous. Right now I'm listening to Jimmy can't throw the ball over 5 or 10 yards. Well, that's not true. But, the exaggeration makes a person feel, whoever said it, makes them feel whatever. So that's good for them. So I'm fine with that. I may chuckle, make a joke or a snide remark, but I'm not going to get into it about that kind of thing anymore. So I want to temper it down. It's gotten kind of out of control, you know? So if you're listening, and I want to address anybody that's watching, it's not what we really want to do here on Ronbo Sports. I'm trying to reel it back in. So, but anyway, good to hear from you, fam. And you got to call Tony fam because, you know, Tony's a good guy. Tony!
I think Jimmy G is going to show them all. The 49er fans are overreacting, man, about Jimmy. It's practice. He's going to get the kinks out. They're overreacting. But, you know, they got a right to do that.
Yeah, because like Show said, they pay money for things and have a right to have their opinions, and that's fine. You know, but any opinion you give, though, you know, Tony, because you're dealing with it everywhere you go as well, you're going to get counter opinions, and then that's when things get out of control.
I know, man. I know our corner, Isaiah Oliver, intercepted a pass from Matt Ryan in practice off thrown for Pitts, and here they go. Matt Ryan sucks. This Matt Ryan. They hate Matt Ryan, a lot of the fans, but it's a lot of us that stick up too.
Like he's never thrown a good pass before in his entire career. You got full judgment on that one pass. That's who he is. That's who we're going to remember him as. You know what's really the problem with that, though? The next quarterback that comes in, 5 minutes after his arrival, he's going to be under the gun. So it's a trend. It's a cycle that needs to, God, calm it down. Nobody's going to throw perfect every time.
Yeah, but in Atlanta, Ronbo, it's like because of what Michael Vick did, that's what they want. They want another black superstar that can walk on water. Even though Michael Vick couldn't walk on water, because what has he won? Michael Vick has won absolutely nothing.
True.
Matt Ryan did get us to the promised land and almost got us there a first time against you guys.
Yeah.
So, and he might get us there before he retires. So, but I want to say, Ronbo, the caller, Ray Jr., he sounds exactly like Cat Williams, the comedian.
He does talk like a comedian, doesn't he? You can feel that smile in his voice. I was loving
it. Yeah. And my heart goes out to Denise and her daughter, and I said a couple prayers for her, and may God heal that young girl, and God will heal that young girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Denise and her daughter.
Yeah, we got it. Denise is. We got to get her through this. She's got to get through this. It's got to have a good ending. It will.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I saw a little bit of the game tonight. That Javon Hargraves looked good for Philly. Man, Dallas ain't got a chance. Dallas don't have a chance, Ronbo. And this is just preseason, but that Philly defensive line, I saw them 3 number ones, and then Hargraves, who used to be with the Steelers, he was just manhandling. He used to play for them. He was manhandling that guard.
I didn't even know about that Eagles defensive line. That was a little frightening, okay, because I was thinking we might be able to deal with that game smoothly. No, there's still Philly's got the whole city. The Eagles are the epitome of what Philly's all about. So you know what? No matter what condition they're in, it's going to be a fight every time.
And it's funny, Ronbo, that's our first game. Ooh. We come to Atlanta. Yeah, we got to play them.
Yeah,
If we can get beyond that front four, the secondary and the linebackers, I think we'll be okay. But we got to block that front four, man.
And Philly seems to always keep. They always keep a front four of just demolition men, So.
Yep. And Ronbo, NFL Network. I come home. Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys. I said, I better look at the rest of those teams in the NFC East. Their defensive lines are all better than the Cowboys. I can't wait. All height.
Dak
height.
MRI on his shoulder, right? And you know what's so funny? How long is it going to be? Is that serious after getting paid like he got paid?
No, it's precautionary. He's fine. I think it's precautionary.
Man, it must be, because if I was him, I'd say, man, Dak, you got to play. Even if to tape that shoulder up with duct tape. And what do you think about
their offense? Their
Go ahead.
offense is not going to be able to save them from that whack-ass defense. I'm telling you. What were you
Give me
getting ready
fun
to
to
say?
watch. I was going to say, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if Urban is just like playing or what. I mean, all of a sudden it's an open competition in Jacksonville.
Oh, with Gardner Minshew?
Yeah, Gardner.
Actually, Rob, I wouldn't mind having him as our backup. As a backup, not a starter.
Yeah,
He's
Gardner.
a good backup.
And then immediately, as I was reading that, I saw a tweet saying, "Urban's lying. It's not happening." So why would he do that? Just maybe could be though. Trevor may be also assuming that he does not need to work very hard. That I got this right. So maybe he's out there lagging, and Urban looked at him like, you know what? This is an open competition. If you didn't know. Could be one of those things because coaches get mad when they sense the wrong attitude.
Hey, are your O-lines and D-lines going to play a couple series Saturday night?
Yeah. At least, the way Kyle Shanahan's talking, at least a series, maybe two. I think it depends on what happens in that first series. If they run right down and score in the first series, they'll come out. I'm sorry, say again.
Get them out of there. You know, every year in preseason, week 1, week 2, when I see somebody, they tackle. All right, that's enough. Get them out of there. I'll be standing at home. Get them out.
Yeah.
Get them out. You know, because you don't want them to tweak nothing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But next week is the week where everybody's going to play about a half, Ronbo. Next week.
Hey, that's right. Next week is that's the dress rehearsal game now, but since we only got 3 games, right?
Since we only got 3 games, exactly. So everybody, all the starters, the big boys, will play about a half. That first half.
Well, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be. I think we start with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think we play the Raiders next and end with the I think the Raiders are number 2.
Oh, y'all get to hit the Raiders in the mouth. They're starters.
God, Solomon Thomas is. Solomon Thomas is over there waiting on us. I bet he's gonna come in looking like a monster. Solomon, you never played like this when you was with us. What is up?
But on the flip side, Arden Key and Maurice Hurst, get a chance to take a crack at the Raiders.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Tell them we're gonna go. I tell you, we always run out of time. I love talking around the league. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll see you tomorrow if you got time for us.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I will call back tomorrow and keep your head up, Ronbo.
Yeah, I'm cool.
That with guy just into his feelings. Forget him.
I've been through this before. I'm fine. I usually get over it within minutes. Sir. Thanks, Tony.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right.
Have
a great night. You too. There he is. One of the founding members of TNT. He is the other half. He is Trez from Atlanta, GA. Trez, get on in here. Let me get that whole stuff so I can sprinkle.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ronbo. I want to put some red on.
Oh, let me get some extra in there tonight. I'm telling you right now, Trez, always good to hear from you. Trez is one of the first people I ever met doing this stuff over on Red and Gold Radio. Trez, come on in, man, and make sure you acknowledge Denise and let me understand why I can't get no love from Will. Why is he so mad? God.
We'll want Jim out of here, Rumbo. Bottom line, we'll want Jim out of here.
Understandable, but what is it? I'm not running the 49ers organization. So yeah.
Hey, it's all love, Rumbo. It's all love. Sometimes, what I'm saying, this situation will get the best of us. It's all love. When you talk about football and it stirs the emotion. We deeply rooted fans. We are. Yeah. We deeply rooted fans. And he want to see us move on from Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of others do. You know what I'm saying? So
a bunch.
It'll happen in time.
What's going to happen next year? Jimmy cannot stay here another year. There's no need for people getting all worked out of shape. He's got to go. We can't continue to pay him. No matter what he does, he's done. So it's okay. We need to worry about who we got to back up trade next year if we're going to worry about something.
Right. But I had to go back because
when I got on the show, I just started seeing comments and things people were saying. I came middle ways through, so I had to go back and watch what was said, because I don't know anybody. I don't know these people who he was referring to that's in the chat. But,
they come and go. I don't know.
Yeah. But he should have texted you on that. It wasn't the time, no place for that. So just text. Like when you want to talk to a man, you call him, you text him, whatever. However, that's a one-on-one conversation. That's you know what I mean. So, yeah.
Because temper's only going to flare. When we put somebody on blast like that, of course they're going to get mad. I tried to stay calm. But, Trez, when have you ever known me to condone any of the things he accused me of?
You've never
I made it a point to first thing I would say about those things is don't do it. Now, we don't always catch everybody doing it. But when we do, we deal with it. Since when do I just allow that?
You got a lot. You You're trying to run a production. You're trying to put the show on. You can't hardly read the chat because the chat goes so fast.
It just zooms
you can
by,
only,
right?
Skim it. Right. You can only skim it real quick. And then your patrons, them the ones you have to, put their comments up and speak about it because they paying you, to speak on it. So, it's a lot that goes into a show, So.
That's why I'm grateful to Ray Jr. tonight. Ray Jr. was one of the culprits that Will was talking about. And Ray came in, explained what he said. It's the first time he ever called. So, Ray, I really appreciate you for that. Came in, explained it. He apologized to Denise and said, I'm in here like everybody else, taking shots, giving shots. I just don't want to lay off of women. Like I've always told people, guys, you have to allow women to say whatever they want to you. Do not go nuts on women in here. I've said that a million times,
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, Ray, you got to understand, Ray, and I don't know you, but you got to understand Denise is a part of TNT, and TNT do not tolerate any type, comments towards her or any other female that's, within the show, that comes on here and has anything to say about the Niners. We just don't condone that type of stuff. So he apologized, and we move on. You know what I'm saying?
And he mentioned he's got two daughters of his own, and of course his wife. So he's not. What he said.
We all came from a woman, Ronbo. We all came from a woman, so you got to respect. Where's the respect there? You know what I'm saying? So
do that.
These guys got to really check themselves. But she's part of TNT, so we're not gonna have that. But and shout out to the TNT fan. But let's talk football real quick, Ronbo.
Chaz, get it. What you got to say?
Did you see enough tonight? I watched the Patriots game and I saw Jimmy G on the field. Did you see him wearing number 10? He was playing for the Patriots.
Cam.
No, not Cam. No, not Cam.
Mac Jones. I forgot. Mac is wearing number 10, isn't he?
Yeah, he's wearing number 10. Ronbo, I saw the same quarterback. I was like, oh, Lord. I said, I'm glad we passed on that. I am so glad. Cal, I'd have been so upset with him, Ronbo. I mean, it looks the same, bro. It looks the same. I would say,
maybe that's why Kyle. Maybe that's why Kyle liked him so much. But he won't admit it.
Yeah, he won't. But what can you say? And watch a few other games. I mean, it's preseason. What do you expect? We got a small sample of Matt Jones. You know what I'm saying? It's preseason, just getting. A lot of them just getting a taste of the NFL.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll come out in our game. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see a small taste, probably a tray and some packages, and you'll see Jimmy. Probably the first drive, and don't know how it's going to go after that. You know what I'm saying?
No, he'll come out. Kyle will
just want to keep your eye on a certain, right. Keep your eye on a certain, few guys out there we're looking to make the team. I want to see if how Clinton Dix play.
I know, right?
He ain't played in a minute. So, want to see him get some work.
DeMeco's going to get him out there because he wants to know if you understand what we do around here. How going to have to be out there for a while because Jimmy Ward ain't going to be out there for but a hot minute. So,
And then, too, I want to see how our defense is going to be. Not that we're going to show anything, but just to get a small taste, you know what I'm saying, of having a new defensive coordinator like, what's his scheme? What's his style?
See,
what are we gonna do?
Even
though stuff be vanilla in the
preseason.
Yeah, but he might throw something out there. Here you go. We fired up. Let's do it one time.
Maybe. I just realized I didn't see Kendrick Bourne. I watched that Patriots game for a few minutes. I just realized something. Did Kendrick Bourne
Kendrick
play?
is 84. He 84. Yeah, he played. He's 84.
Did any reception?
Yeah, he had. I think he had 2.
All right.
I think he had 2 receptions.
I got to go back and watch. I forgot he was with them. I just forgot.
Yeah, he had 1 over the middle. Yeah, I seen 1 definitely that I know he caught, but I think the other one he caught. But I know 1 he dropped. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Kendrick, don't do that. Oh God, that's no.
It was more or less a bad throw by the quarterback.
Okay.
It was more
was it
like
Hoyer or was it Mack?
No, it was Mack. It was too close to the ground.
Okay. Low shot. Yeah.
Like he put it where if he wasn't gonna catch it, he just wasn't gonna be that else.
Yeah.
Matt's out there selling balls too, so he sell the ball. A lot of them they're gonna sell balls. I'd rather a receiver not tip the ball, not even try to sell pass, because it ends up being tipped and it ends up being
and everybody
just let the ball go.
Exactly.
Just let it go.
People work on a tip drill every workout. Don't do that. They know what they're going to react. They know what to do.
Right. Because had he not tipped the ball, it wouldn't have got picked. It went over the defender's head, the second defender that ended up catching the tip. It went over his head. The wide receiver, he was checking. So I was like, sometimes they got to know how to play smart right now.
Well,
not tip the ball,
receiver thinking he got this. He really did think when he went up he had it. So, or else the coach would have said, you didn't even give an effort on that. The emotions, thought process that goes on in that split second. Really, you can think back later and say, stupid. It's always, it's too late.
So let me ask you this, Ronbo. Who you think we play at running back? You think most of see the field, or it's going to be the
You talking about this weekend, Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
No, most of them probably get 1 carry, if that. It's going to be the Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell show. Oh, hardcore this week.
That's what I thought. It'd probably be more Elijah show. Than
and I don't know
Trey.
who else is in the running. Maybe some. We got 3, 4 running. Yeah, they'll probably all see the field a little taste. We got to see Wayne Gallman Jr. too. Yeah, and we also got Mr. Jump Cut. Well, this could be interesting, Trez, because we got a lot of second and third stringers that are really fun. So we're going to see.
Yeah. A lot of guys going to be fighting for some positions out there, because I want to know, like I said, Kwarski,
he's done.
Time to say goodbye, Ronbo.
People don't get ready. The turf toe, if it's still hurting after a surgical procedure, it's done.
It killed Deion. Killed Deion. Even though Deion had a marvelous career, he could have went a little longer, but he said it.
You're talking about Willis. Willis, too, right?
Yeah, Patrick. Oh, yeah. Definitely Patrick. Patrick said his toes killing him so bad out there every game, he ain't want to play next time.
I mean, sitting in ice water.
Like it was coming too fast.
Yeah, he says he had no more fast feet. I'm used to my feet, man. I get sitting in ice water for an hour or 2 after the game still ain't helping none. Trez, always good to hear from you, Trez. I'm telling you what, man.
Rumbo. You know that thing heat up, TNT finna heat up, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, shout out to the family, shout out to everybody out there. And special shout out to you, Ronbo, and the production, you know what I'm saying? We know you work hard, you know what I'm saying? So you just keep doing what you're doing, man. We love you. We'll holler at you.
Thanks, Trez. Looking forward to hearing from you shortly, too.
All right.
All right, man. Night,
okay,
Trez.
have a good one.
Thanks. Ellis and the Ellis-ettes. Everybody loves them Ellis-ettes. Ellis.
Yo.
That's what's going on, man.
Don't forget my son, Ronbo. He's not an ed. You feel me?
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? Let's see. I'm going to have to give you a whole group of new names because you got like a male in there. Can't be the
That's my son. Can't leave him out,
Yeah. So we got to have one of them names that goes both ways. Okay. I'll work on it. Ellis.
It's all good. It's all good, family.
Yeah.
How we looking?
I'm looking for just hanging back. Make sure you give a shout out to Denise because we're all worried about her situation.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, I didn't even know what was going on. Do we know the particulars, or is she just
she's got
right now?
Yeah, her daughter that she's been with since 2 years old. Apparently, it's from her marriage to her husband. Is down with COVID right now, and it's got the whole family probably scared. So she's reaching out to everybody. ask for some prayer. In which, wow,
oh yeah, most definitely. We putting prayers high and speedy recovery for the young lady, and we praying strength over the family for Denise, and in Jesus' name, amen, for sure. Shout out to Denise. She's gonna be just fine though.
And let me inform everybody too.
Into existence.
If you're on Twitter, Denise Granger, go over and give Denise lots of love. She needs all our support right now, and make her feel as good as you can. Let her know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, she's coming. She's going to be fine. Trust and believe. You got to believe and you shall receive. Well, we ain't going to get all into that, but definitely going to put some prayers up high and put some strength over there to Denise and the family and the young lady. For sure. What's up, brother Ronbo?
Yeah, it's so funny because we started the show off. I was all pumped up about Jalen Hurd making an appearance on the field, and Deion came in and made me feel foolish. him and Big Show, man. I just feel bad for Jalen because I know how good a football player he is. And he just hasn't been able to come out there and demonstrate how good he is. We got a taste. But since then, it's been, man, think about his world right now. Can you imagine being Jalen Hurd? Knowing when you look at TV, football games, man, I can play better than anybody out there, man. Can't get on the field. My leg, I may feel bad for him. So,
Yeah. No, most definitely. And even with getting paid and getting the money and stuff like that, it's like, well, that's going to run out if you're unable to play. You won't have a contract and you won't have, any, income generated, post that. So you'll be having to make future plans if he can't for some reason get back. Sometimes, injuries and stuff like that, when they get too extreme or, depending on the person, everybody doesn't come back, man. When you have certain injuries, I mean, there's been plenty of guys that we can all say that, once they got hurt or had sustained a particular injury, man, they never were the same, and they had to, end up retiring or, just not playing anymore, whatever sport it is. So, hopefully, whatever's going on, by him taking those breaks, I'm trying to figure out with Kyle how he was talking during the, during the presser. He was kind of making it seem like, he's on his last leg, and he'll be damn lucky if he makes the team, So, and then the next day he comes out and he gets 3 catches.
Yeah, and Kyle walked his statement back a little bit too today. Pretty funny. That shot wasn't
that's
meant for him like that. Kyle, you may as well just don't you need to say anything. He knows.
Well, this is the thing, if Jalen went out there and he really wasn't, all the way well, but he came out there just, to put something on tape and stuff like that. That's what I'm concerned about. As long as there's no lingering and no stuff going on, if he's just going about it, taking his necessary rest days and stuff like that. Because when you think about Javon Kinlaw and the other guys, how they have these structured, regimens for these guys, whatever Jalen was doing, that doesn't seem like a regimen for the Niners by him not being there. So I don't know. And him coming back today and playing, lights out or just, getting off and getting those catches and looking good is kind of like, it's kind of like to shut Kyle up a little bit and to make sure that he gets his feet in the dirt, what I mean? Because camp's about to be over,
In 2 weeks.
So, you don't got time to, to keep taking off days and stuff like that. There's a lot of guys who haven't shown up at all, but they got to shoe in already, i.e. Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, the guys that have a structured, recovery plan or whatever it is.
You got a lot of guys.
Yeah,
and Ibukum Ibukum ain't never been hurt before, Ellis. This is the thing that scares me about the 49ers. Is it the water? Is it what they're serving in the cafeteria? I don't understand. Yeah, but you know what? This year I'm hearing a lot of injuries going on all around the league. So it ain't. We could stop feeling sorry for ourselves in that regard. It's not that the football gods don't like us. Everybody's getting.
Yeah.
There's some teams take some serious losses. So.
Well, I think he might be overworking himself because if he's putting on weight, if he's, he could be very well doing that, trying to get a little bit bigger, and build some more strength. And you can overwork and overwhelm your body. So hopefully that's not the case. But I was seeing him working out, and he's going crazy too. That's why I even said with Raheem, he was over there, trying to lift all those plates. And it's like, come on, Heem, you got them knee issues, you got the stuff going on, y'all. You got to kind of incorporate some other things, to build that muscle. There's other stuff that you guys can do to get that endurance and that muscle mass, just so that you don't overwhelm your limbs, and everything that's holding you together.
That's right.
And joints and all that. Yeah, you already know. So I'm just, hopefully whatever it is he can, bounce back from, and it doesn't become something that's now this is a regular thing. He went from coming to us being perfectly fine, to getting injured while trying to get bigger for the season. Potentially, I'm just, throwing that out there. That could have, he could have just overworked himself. If he's got leg swelling and stuff like that, clearly it's not from him sitting down and not doing nothing. It's from him overworking himself maybe a bit, probably in the weight room and, and then turning around and going hard at camp and stuff. So hopefully he gets back, because we definitely going to need him as a depth piece and, somebody we can count on. That's what we got him for. That's what he's getting paid those 10 M's for.
Ain't that the truth? Because the funny thing is, trainers are supposed to know, and this goes all the way back to high school, they always instructed against overtraining. They knew when you were supposed to back off, and they knew when you were supposed to put the pedal to the metal. And it's why I'm wondering, from what you just said, I forgot about that. And them trainers who were paying big bucks should have been aware of this the whole time. Because if he was that fragile, same with Wilson Jr., how did he just stand up and just tear like that? Something shouldn't happen. So
yeah. Sometimes you can move too fast. I mean, I slipped in the shower and almost felt like I tore something. You know what I mean?
See,
not slipped and fell, but sometimes you can lose your balance stepping on a wet tile floor or something like that. And just that quick, you can jar something loose. You can tweak something. You can, it happens like that.
And you get hurt trying to save yourself. It's best to just go down, actually. It's funny you say that, Ellis. Every time I take a shower, I wear shower shoes. Slipping in the shower is going to happen so fast that you're not going to be able to do anything about it. I will not have this. Oh, that's going to be pain.
You carrying some. You got a concussion. You got a multitude of injuries you can sustain, man. Slipping and sliding. All that. You got to put a towel down, man. Yeah, get some stuff put down on the floor, man. Get some shower shoes like Brother Ronbo, man.
Yes, man. No. But Ellis, tell you what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow is gonna be the day before. We're gonna be going crazy, and
Sir.
Tell you what, have we got the whole crew tonight? Because since your son is with them tonight.
No, you know what? I got my youngest here with me tonight, but she's.
No, don't wake her up.
She's down for the night.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
she's already asleep for the night. So
we don't want to make her.
Just me, myself, and I.
Yeah, we're not going to make her a solo artist. She has to have her group.
Hey, you know what? She actually could do it all by herself if she was up, man. She'll make it happen. She got a lot of energy, man.
I think she was the one last time. After everybody else got through, she came in and said the big Ronbo. I loved it.
Yeah, that's my little gem. But yes, sir, Brother Ronbo, thank you as always for the platform.
Appreciate you,
and your time, and thank you to production.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to all the good guys out there, man, the faithful. All the good guys you've been calling in, Tony, all the guys from other squads that's coming in and keeping it, respectable and, having a good time, man. Shout out to everybody, y'all. Stay blessed, and prayers up for Denise again.
Yes, indeed.
And we'll be back tomorrow.
Amen to that. All right, fam. Looking forward to it, Ellis.
Okay.
Have a great night.
Peace, brother. Respect.
And there he is, Shania's other half, because Bill says Shania is his better half. There he is, Big Bill.
Oh, my gosh, Ronbo.
We woke him up.
We got to stop acting like Cowboy fans, bro. We got to stop acting like Cowboy fans. Get it together. Respect one another. We're Niner fam, not Dallas Cowgirls, okay? Come on now. I'm going to call it out like that. We got to start acting like Niners. Come on. That's not acceptable how they're going to come at you. And, come on. What are y'all going to do when Ronbo ain't on? I mean, if y'all just do a scenario. I want y'all to put this in your head and think about it. One day you click on and Ronbo's not on anymore because y'all acting like fools. What thing? How y'all going to feel? Just run that through your mind right now. Let's end that subject.
Bill, don't ask this question because you're gonna get some answers that are gonna be really direct shots. I just know it. But anyway, I know what you're saying. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
I'll see so many channels disappear because of people act like fools, and they're not on anymore. And I'm not going to name the channels, and they probably know who they are. But let me just put it like this: Dad had some fun going to the movies. On the way there, I got to torture some Cowboy fans, and they got me to comment about my 49er attire, and I'm like, well. At least my team's going to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And he ran off screaming and yelling, your team ain't going to the Super Bowl. They're never going to win it in your lifetime. They suck. I'm like, bro, your team hasn't even made it to the NFC Championship in like 2010 and they choked that. Imagine if y'all went to the Super Bowl, y'all wouldn't win it. Look at y'all's owner. Come on now. Of course, they were emotional. I got booed. It was fun.
See, that's the fun thing about being a fan and walking around letting everybody know you're a fan. Now you bring on the heat from that other fan, So.
They were so emotional. I wish I could have videoed that. It was just so comical. I mean, all of them,
but Bill,
all the Cowboy fans are mad.
But you need to be sympathetic toward the Cowboy fans because you got Jerry Jones as an owner. And as long as Jerry Jones is the owner of that team, they're going to slip and slide in mediocrity because Jones does not know what he's doing and nobody can tell him that he doesn't. He's running, he's micromanaging, he's doing all kind of weird things. You can't win like that. He doesn't get it.
I can't be sympathetic to the Cowboy fans. They choose to be Cowboy fans. So, they believe in that false narrative and that false hope, and they buy his attire, They should have burned it a long time ago and jumped off the Cowboys fans team, Just gave up. Give it up. It ain't going to ever happen.
I wonder what some of the Cowboy defense, because there was once upon a time when Jerry Jones was not in the way of success. They had doomsday defense came from Dallas, Lilly. I mean, I think what's his name? That huge dude. Anyway, they had a defense that you had to respect, and they haven't had it since that era in history. They've had a pretty good defense here and there, but nothing like they were legendary scary back during that time.
It doesn't matter what they had. We had Young starting as a rookie and trying to learn the ropes at that time. If we would have had Montana at that time, a couple of those Super Bowls would have belonged to San Francisco. Fact. Looking in that with that, and about as far as them leading the win-loss ratio over us, it must really hurt Cowboy fans to know that you may lead the win ratio over us, but we're still going to win a Super Bowl before you guys do. That must really, really hurt inside.
You have to understand Bill's pain. Bill, are you still living in Texas?
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. It's like eye candy here, messing with them.
See, now you got to understand why Bill's always in this mood. He has a walk amongst Texans, Dallas Texans, and or should I say Dallas Cowboys, and he's probably catching it. But you got a lot of 49er fans in Dallas area too, though. I understand.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, where I'm at, a lot of them, but a lot of them don't. They're too scared to. A lot of them are too scared to express their feelings and how they feel about the team. Me, I'm open about it. I wear the shirts, I have the shoes. If they had the pants, I would put the pants on. I would be all dressed up as 49ers.
Bad fashion statement. You gotta wear neutral color below that red and gold. Also clash. You'd be looking like the Seahawks uniform, one of the worst looking uniforms in football history. How are you gonna mix green and blue? You know what? Every time they always tell me it's not green and blue, it's purple. It still looks green and blue. Those colors automatically should not be together. That's all there is to it.
I would wave the flag if I could. Walk around like Hacksaw Jim Duncan. Waving that flag around just to torture them. I might just do that when we win the Super Bowl. Have the Super Bowl flag walking around in a parade, see if they throw tomatoes at me.
So we're gonna see what you may have the last laugh. The Cowboys still don't have a defense worth a damn, and Dak's got to score a lot of points in order to win them games. When you get a defense that's going to slow you down, well, there you go. That's going to be a butt whooping. So we'll see what they do.
You know, here's one I could also throw to the kicker when we do it. I could go ha ha. That's a ha ha Clinton Dix.
That's going to be a fun day to best with this year, ain't it?
Ha 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 ha. And yeah, it's really going to be great. I mean, all the fans, everybody should be ecstatic. I'm here in Dallas country torturing them, and y'all acting. A lot of the Niner fans are acting scared, acting sad. Why? Why be sad and scared? Have fun. Be excited. I'm having fun. Why can't you?
Bill, we're going to go. And I know you're going to want me to say, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. So we're going to start on that and give you that shout out. Wait, let me get my guitar. Doom, doom, boom. Oh, another day across Texas. I just want to sing and dedicate this song to all the mothers out there today. Doom, doom. There's something you need to know, and you can prevent your child a future of serious pain, especially if it's a ball player. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. You'll end up getting phone calls in the middle of the night, coming down to the precinct to get his butt out of jail. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Even the Saints and Falcons and Giants would be a much better idea. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Let them be lawyers and pimps, firefighters and even crooked cops. It would all be so much better. Now here comes Oh, Bill. Hold it down, Bill in Texas.
One more thing. Big Silent Punisher, you're right. The Niners do own the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. No matter how many times, win, loss, or draw, we still own y'all stadium. That's our stadium we go to when we come in. So keep that in mind, Cowboys. You don't have a stadium. You don't have a home. You're homeless now. Have a nice day.
Good night, Bill. They are really making him mad down in Dallas. Well, let me see. Who else we got here? And Joey. Come on in, Joey. God. Everybody's checking in tonight.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Joey, just sit back here and enjoying the season. It's underway starting this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
All right. Should be fun. All right. Well, Joey, what's on your mind? I know you've got something you called in for. What are you thinking here?
What's the topic? Jalen Hurd? That's what we're talking about today?
Yeah, Joey. Yeah, I mean, your microphone, you sound distant. I don't know what, because we can barely hear you. I can hear you, but not really.
Hold on. Yes, sir. Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, we were talking about Jalen Hurd. Jalen Hurd was like, I mean, who expected Jalen Hurd to show up at practice today? It was pretty shocking. So, and it made a few. He's out there making plays and getting a little work in. So I thought that was fantastic until Dion came in and told me not to be excited. I said, Joey, are you hoping that Jalen Hurd can finally do like The Rock and stand up in the middle of Levi Stadium? Finally, the Jalen has come back to Levi's Stadium. That would make my year. But go ahead, Joey.
I mean,
oh God.
My whole thing on Jalen Hurd is I mean, they might have pulled him from camp today, and they might know something we don't know, like one of my friends told me. So, but anything's possible. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still on the team until he's off the team. He's still a 49er. So you gotta pull for the guy. So
I do.
He looked good in that one Cowboy game, man. That was it.
I know. That's why everybody's wanting him back, just for that.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see Trey Lance on Saturday, man.
Should be
hype
special.
and moving up, and I mean, we'll see. Jimmy G's been. I don't want to talk about him, but he's been up and down. Hopefully, if he is our quarterback, he can, get it together. He's thrown a lot more interceptions than I would like to see in camp. So I mean, it's camp, it's practice. I get it, but at the end of the day, you don't really want to see that or hear about that. You want to see him, flawless.
You can also be excited about the fact that our defense must be pretty good as well. I'd rather if I never hear them doing anything against the offense, I'd be a little worried about that too, though. So, but we'll see.
Are you more worried about the defense going into week one or the offense? That is a question that I was wondering about.
Actually, I hadn't thought about that. I don't see any fear. I'm gonna be able to call better on that after Saturday. I see both units being really tough. Because I mean, I really don't see them. Both units to be really tough. And this will be the first year I think that both defense and offensive units will be kind of equal in strength, nearly.
Okay. I did want to ask you one question on what you think about it. Okay, if you go back to 2012, right? And it's something that I talk to my friend Bash about a lot, and we talk about this religiously. And if you go back to the 2012 Super Bowl, you think about it, the narrative, right? The narrative was, got to get Ray Lewis a Super Bowl on his way out the door. Even though he already got a Super Bowl prior, earlier in his career. The narrative was, we got to get Ray Lewis a Super Bowl on his way out the door. Fast forward 7 years. You fast forward 7 years. What was the narrative in 2019? Got to get Andy Reid a Super Bowl.
I was getting ready to say it was all about Andy Reid. I agree.
Right, and so the narrative has always been against us, right? It was kind of BS, in my opinion.
When will it be?
Here's my question. Yeah. Here's my question, and I know. I got to bring it up. I got to ask. But hypothetically, Trey Lance. Stay with me. If Trey Lance gets us to that Super Bowl, what would the narrative be in 2021?
Oh, I see where you're going.
The narrative will be
the first rookie to ever win a Super Bowl.
First rookie, yes. And we won't have to deal with that. And we could worry about winning number 6. What do you think about that?
Well, if the refs and everybody, if the New York central office has already lined up that scenario, yeah, well, fine.
That's just something I think about, And at the end of the day, I want to win a Super Bowl, man. And that's just what.
Have you given up on the? Actually, you sound like me when I stopped watching NBA because I knew the fix was in a long time ago. I just realized, you know what? This is a setup. They have the team picked out for marketing reasons, for big business, for several reasons. They do the things that they do in the NBA. It's just brutal. And I keep thinking football and baseball to some degree. Umpires can determine games, but I always thought that baseball.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing that you have to think about in sports though. In basketball, right? In basketball, I mean, outside of Giannis, right, winning this past season, I mean, what teams has really won an NBA title without multiple superstars? Not many. Okay, and then if you go to baseball, there's always a team, right? San Francisco Giants won as as a wild card 3 times out of 5 years.
Hey,
right? Nobody
Joey,
thought they were going to win.
But Joey, you know what? The Giants had good talent, but they had several superstars.
Right.
They had blue-collar guys out there, too, though. That's what was
Right.
special about them.
But what I'm saying about baseball is that there's always teams like the Rays last year. There's been teams in past years where you were like, man, this team, like the Royals. The Royals at one point they were really, really bad, and they lost 20 straight games. And then that was the last team that the Giants beat in the World Series. My point about baseball is that you never know. Basketball, you kind of have an idea.
Yep.
Baseball, you never know that because you play 162 games. It's the longest season of any sport.
Yeah, I know.
You never know who's going to be on top. You never know who's going to be on bottom.
Too long.
You know, there's always that surprise in baseball. In football, it's kind of like basketball where you already know kind of before you go into the season who's going to be there, who's not. The Niners, I mean, they have the team. My opinion, they just need the quarterback. I feel like we have the quarterback. The quarterback we have, I get it. He's a rookie. I get it. But look at what he can do. I mean, you can see it in practice. You can see it in camp. You can see the throws. You can see him running on the move. Downfield shots, on time, on the money. He can run. He can pass. The accuracy, man, he looks good, man. I want to see him, man. I really want to see him. If Jimmy if he's there, he's there. But man, I'm telling you, when Trey Lance goes in there, Ronbo, he's going to make our offense look good.
Joey, one thing that I do wonder about all the folks that are pushing, if he goes in and he starts off a little slow, are you going to still be nice? Because we have a thing about people hating on quarterbacks every time they make a mistake. You could go 7 months or weeks in games and not make a mistake. But you make 1 or 2 mistakes, and all of a sudden people decide that that's who you are. I really do wonder, because I'm looking at Lance now. He's getting all the love, and I'm kind of worried because I say, you know what? If he doesn't match that hype, they're going to be all over him. The word BUSD is going to be all over him in a heartbeat.
And what if he does? What if he does match the hype? What if he's everything that he's practiced to be?
Hopefully he does. But I'm just wondering about those who are really expecting him to just come out there and take the league over in a storm. If he doesn't do it, are you going to be okay?
I'll be okay.
Because he needs time.
I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal.
No, go ahead.
I'll make you a deal. Make you a deal.
Make it.
I will admit if I was wrong. I will admit if I was wrong. You know, if he doesn't look like he's good, I will come back. I will tell you, hey, he's not playing well. But
you know
on
Joey?
the same flip side, you have to at least acknowledge that he's doing good. And I will do that.
That's what I'm getting ready to tell you now. You shouldn't have to acknowledge that. You should know that we've been in camp. He's been playing against us. And therefore, he looks great in camp. Listen, I'm just saying, this is not to say that he's not going to be great, because I think he's got all the potential to be so. But it could take a minute. He's a rookie that didn't play at a Division I school. He's been out a year. I just think that people are really putting a lot of pressure on him. Let it organically grow.
What I'm saying is with you, sir, with all due respect, I feel like you don't give him credit at all. I honestly feel like you give Jimmy all the credit.
No, I get that all the time. You hate Trey.
You don't give him credit.
That's bullshit.
I'm not saying you hate him. I'm just saying you got to give him a little bit more
what
credit.
You're saying now is bullshit. It's bullshit.
He's having good practices.
It's
bullshit. He's having good practices.
Nobody, Joey. I never said he wasn't. When did you see me say he wasn't? These are the things that are upsetting. Tell me when I said that, Joey.
Well, I know. Well, you don't give him credit though, because you constantly talk about Jimmy, but you don't talk about Trey.
I don't. Who talks about Jimmy? I try to avoid talking about Jimmy. People come at me talking about Jimmy like he's a piece of crap, and I try to endure it. Things are being said. I mean, I got names of people that come in and do that. I mean, classic attacks. And you're going to tell me I only talk about Jimmy, Joey? Really? When do I get that chance? I do not. I sit here. You know what hey, Joey, I'm the guy who says, hopefully we could talk about something else besides the quarterbacks today. How many times you heard me say that?
No,
That's because you hear what you want to hear. But as far as saying that I come in here and blow Jimmy's horn every damn time, Joey, give me a friggin' break. You know damn well that's not true.
Well, come on, man. You gotta at least admit that you don't give him like the love that he should get. I mean, he's balling his ass out. You should at least credit him for what he's doing.
I go
You should
over
at least
what
give him credit.
I go over what they said during the very beat writers write up what they write up, and I sit there and I go over with all kind of enthusiasm. I don't undersell him. Joey, see, that's what thing about you guys.
I disagree.
Those of you who don't like Jimmy have decided I'm the friggin' bad guy. What do you want me to say? I report what he did, and I say good job.
I think it wouldn't kill you to say, man, he's looking great in practice today. He did a great job. It wouldn't kill
Somebody chat. Did I say how great he looked today, or do I ever say he didn't look good? Oh, Joey, I gotta go. This is friggin' unbelievable. I've had enough tonight. This is bullshit. I do not sit here and when he does well, I say it just as much as everybody else. And Jimmy, I try to avoid talking about Jimmy. I'm out. God. Oh. Okay. Charles, come on in, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
I wish I knew.
Well, Ronbo, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say, I've listened to you since the first year I started listening to you was the year that Solomon Thomas was drafted.
That was a fun year.
Yeah. Oh no, that was a horrible day. That was a horrible day when he was drafted because I knew he was going to be a bust. But
and I did too.
But I've seen you give praise to Jimmy, and but I don't think you only harp on Jimmy. I know without a shadow of a doubt you're excited about Lance, the success that he's having, and you just want to see, because we talked many times about the fact that you don't want Lance to go in unprepared. You want him to have good success. You just want him to be prepared. And if he's going to stick up the joint, you feel like if he's going to stick up the joint, he shouldn't be the starter. But you do want people to respect his name because he has brought us good success. I believe that's how you feel. You can tell me if I'm wrong with that.
No, Charles. What I do is I go over the Bay Area beat writers' reports. I said, what did I say about Jimmy today? I said, Jimmy came in today like he stunk to join up yesterday, so I guess he came in to try to redeem himself. How is that praising Jimmy? That's a smack on him, right?
Yeah.
I said Trey came in and did some good things with Trey Lance. How in hell can anybody come in and tell me that I'm against Trey Lance? I'm not whooping it up I don't whoop it up for Jimmy, and I say what Trey did. But what am I supposed to do? You just said? I said, you know what? Can we give Trey a minute? All I said was, can we give Trey a minute? Let him get out there, and let's see what he's got. He's only been working out in practice. He's been looking great. Nobody said otherwise.
Yeah.
How could anybody sit there and say Trey hasn't been looking good in practice? He's been looking awesome in practice. So that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Okay, now, let's see. Does that translate out into a situation now? Because we get that chance this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. Because I defend Jimmy, that means I'm anti-Trey. We got people in Twitter. One guy says, you don't have to hate one to love the other. And I said, that's so true. There's real sensitivity on people who want Trey to start. So they decide anybody who supports Jimmy is the bad guy. He's my enemy. That is such a crock. And Bob Money, you know what? You've been saying a lot of weird things. You really went over the board this today. Bob, you give me a break. Jesus Christ. I can't. Some of the attacks they don't have any foundation. It's just out and out stupid. God. Unreal.
Well, I believe you. I agree with you. But I believe, I think one of the things that he's remembering was when at the beginning of the year, when everybody was giving Jimmy G all his flack on his the bad play that he did do when he was playing last year.
Mm-hmm.
You took up for him, and it was a long off season that led up to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
You took up for him repeatedly, and I think that's what that guy is remembering. He's remembering all those times. And that was, I think that was good for you to do that because you believe in what you believe in. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But today, you're happy. You're happy that Trey Lance is having the success that he's having. That's what I believe. And so you're happy that
Never
Jimmy,
said
he's
otherwise. Yeah.
Jimmy, he's having a better camp than he's ever had. And so, the proof is going to be in the pudding this weekend. And so we're going to see what they do. And so I believe that's how you really are.
Absolutely.
I believe that's the
Wow. I just said, because some of the things that people are expecting, I just think, okay, that's really heavy. And I just hope, I tell you something, Charles. I just hope that Kyle keeps his mind focused on the job at hand. Don't listen to the outside noise, because if you are going out there over trying to make sure that you match everything that's being said about you, you're not going to be able to relax and play your game. That's right. What we want you to do is go out there and beat Trey Lance. Don't worry about the noise.
You're right.
Let us worry about it. Let John Lynch and everybody, we'll worry about that. And you just go out there and do what you do. Because honestly, I know how this game goes. I played this game. I mean, Charles, do you remember? Did you play ball?
Yeah.
Do you remember going from junior high school to high school? And you were a good ball player, right? If you're a good ball, I remember it was scary. I mean, I was pretty good. I played defensive back as a coach. I wanted to play wide receiver, but maybe stop playing. Want to play wide receiver in ninth grade. Coach, I want to play wide receiver. You want to play wide receiver? Yeah, all right. Tell you what, get over here. Give me a button hook. All right. Good. You know what they did to me? From that day on, I came across, ran a little button hook, nice pattern. I felt like it was quarterback. I saw the quarterback raise his hand, and I saw the ball come out of his hand. I was set. But Charles, they put me two guys, man. One hit me high, one hit me low. When you hear that bell you hear when you hit the ground, that boom.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Somebody coach came over. He held his hand up. Run, Ronbo. Hey, count the fingers, baby. Count the fingers. What? Count the fingers. Did you see my hand? What? Okay. I remember I kept saying what? And that ringing in my ears kept going. I stood up. They brought me back. I couldn't use my legs because, you get your belt, bro. You can't use your legs. I walked back to the sideline, and they were laughing their ass off. I'm saying, when you get to the next level, you don't come in there. It's like all the players in the presser today. They're always saying, man, we were out there. We didn't know where we was at, man. We didn't know what we was doing. That's reality. So I'm just saying, Trey just got there. Can we calm it down a little bit and give him time? He's doing good. Yeah. He's doing fabulous. But don't expect him to just go wild. When we see the Chiefs, he should be good. Hoping he is. But, just like I told Joey, if he doesn't match the complete hype, because hype is really up there right now, you're still going to like him, right? Because some folks, we don't have no patience when it comes to judging quarterbacks. And this goes all the way back to Steve Young and a little bit probably with Joe, too. See, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Nobody's knocking him. Why would I do that? He's a 49er. That's all we're going to have next year.
Yeah. Rumble, you've been pretty accurate pertaining to personnel decisions and different things that pertain to the 49ers as a whole. And I'm happy about that. The only thing you weren't accurate about was Pettis. That was it.
Who? I know, and I still apologize for that.
I told you, but that was the only thing.
He had all that talent, Charles. That boy could run some routes. He just ain't got no heart. He ain't got no dog in him. I didn't know he didn't have no dog.
I know.
None. God.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, I could tell. I was watching his college tape, and you know, just watching his, interview. And I'm in the deep south. I grew up in the deep south, and so I grew up around. My daddy was a manly man,
Oh,
and
yeah,
my
okay. I know
uncle was
exactly what you
too.
mean.
My uncle was. So I know real men when I see it. And I've been in the army. I've been in the army 20 years, and so
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people, come. I've seen, you know, multiple personalities. I've seen people of all walks of life. So when I looked at Pettis, I was like, man, he's soft. I'm like, he's cocktail soft. I
Mm-hmm.
said, man, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
The only reason why he got the pump that he got because he was the fourth wide receiver, and they kept
Yeah.
passing to him.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting him to, catch the ball, so he was catching it, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody was targeting him. But when I said, man, when they target that boy, he gon' he gonna fold like Shark.
He
And
did
so
too.
that's exactly what he did.
And Charles, and do you remember
Yeah.
on a couple of routes? And this was even in practice. I saw Dante pull up on a route. At first, I said, "Nah, I know he didn't do what I think he just did. He pulled up on a route because he saw pain coming."
Oh
And
yeah,
right then and
oh
there, I
yeah,
got a little worried. I said, "Well, maybe he's trying to save himself for the season. He don't want to get hurt right now." Okay, I can understand that. No, that's who he is.
yeah, yeah. And
So,
I've had an experience like you did when you were in high school.
yeah.
I had my first day of practice. My cousin convinced me to join the football team. My first day of practice, the head coach he puts me at tight end. Now I was 5'10", 165 pounds. He put me at tight end just to get me lit up, just to see how tough I
Yeah,
was.
they do that on
And
purpose.
then yeah. So the quarterback threw me pass across the middle, and the strong safety came down. The head coach told him to light me up, and he lit me up. And the strong safety was the hardest hitting joker on the team, and he was my cousin, first cousin, one of my best friends, man.
Yeah.
And so man, I was seeing stars, but I got up, I was tough, and I walked it off. And but I know
It's,
what it's like.
yeah.
But so being tough is something that I'm very well. When I see tough people, I'm. But this defense, man, I'm telling you, this defensive line that we have, oh my God.
Mm, yeah.
If we're able to stay healthy, it's gonna do one.
Well,
It's gonna do one.
and Charles, you talk about machismo from one end of that line to the other. You talk about
Oh yeah.
manly men. All them dudes are just
Oh yeah.
terribly grisly. I can't wait. And Javon Kinlaw,
Oh yeah.
he's got a second year of maturity now. No more Mr.
Oh yeah.
Shy Guy. No more Mr. I'm just
Oh
glad to
yeah.
be here. No. Javon is out there getting into fights with people like Alex Mack.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, get out,
Yeah.
Javon. What up? So
And
yeah.
what's going on with old man Mac, man? Why we got old sweaty man Mac?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
I don't.
Charles, you know what? I gotta believe Alex Mack is like, how many workouts has he went through his? Alex Mack is not exerting himself out there. He did with Kinlaw for some reason, but I think he's just cruising through this camp. He ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. He's just out there going through
Yeah.
the motions.
Yeah.
If he had it his way, he wouldn't even be out there, right? But he's got to
Yeah.
meld with the team. But I think Alex Mack, we'll see a different Alex Mack on opening day. I'm hoping. I figure.
Yeah. I think because he knows how to play.
Yeah.
And it's different. It's different when you're 35.
Mm.
When you're 35, you know how to put it together.
Pace yourself, because you got 17 weeks of
Game day.
football.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to be busting ass out here in preseason camp. So But anyway, fam, Charles. I'm gonna go. Good to talk to you, fam. I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow looking for you.
All right. Well, I'll chime in, man.
All right. Looking forward to it, Charles.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I love you, Ronbo. You
Hey,
have a
I
good
love you
night.
back, fam. I always appreciate you. Have a great night, Charles.
All right. You too. Bye bye.
Thanks. just another night talking football. Anyway, I'm becoming conditioned to the BS. I see the chat, and but I like to do I usually get my jollies on the on Twitter. So for those who like to, you know how that dude always walks up to you. You want to come outside and say some of those things you said to me? I'm that I'm that dude. So I'll see you on Twitter if you got the balls. Meantime, hey, thanks for the contribution tonight, fam. I'll see you tomorrow. Niners for the win.